Hello, I'm Chris Solo, and welcome to the realms of Ukodor, where I've gathered my friends to play some Dungeons & Dragons. But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and dive into our announcements. We are new to Mixer, so go ahead and show your support through our Patreon or tip stream. You can check out those things during our in our profile of Mixer. A big portion of those proceeds do go to the Game Academy. They're a 501c3 nonprofit that uses tabletop gaming to help youth and teen stretch through social and academic issues. So by supporting us, you also support them. Big shout out to our friends over at Griffin Co. They are the campaign-long sponsors. Everything that you see that is 3D printed was created by them and sent over to us. So go ahead and check them out. A big support. I don't have a moderator. 1 second.
We love Griffin Co.
Another big shout out to our friends over at Master Monk Gaming. All of our dice trays, dice towers were provided by them. So go ahead and check them out as well. Yeah. Another big shout out to Nerdsmith. We are now a partner with Nerdsmith, so go ahead and check them out as well. They are a collective of creatives that are tabletop oriented. So there's designers and podcasts and other shows, so go ahead and check them out as well. Oh, boom. Oh, but Blue is in there. All right. Let's see. Game Castle is our local store of choice. That is where Ukodor Con is going to be. Speaking of Ukodor Con, if you have not got your tickets yet, go ahead and check that link out below. We are doing this October 25th through 27th. We have a lot of events that are already lined up, and we have some new painting events and some new Adventure League events that are gearing up as well. So go ahead and get your tickets now. Chris, go ahead and take that over.
Greetings, Ukodorks. Let me tell you about Roll20, the virtual tabletop that runs straight out of your web browser. It has all the tools that you need to play online with your friends, including click-to-roll character sheets, built-in video and voice chat, and the ability to upload your own tokens and maps. So if you want to check it out, go to roll20.net and, excuse me, and create a free profile. Let them know the Ukodork sent you.
Yep. See, it's not that easy, is it?
It really isn't.
Also, our friends over at Wits and Giggle Gaming have a new Kickstarter out called Bard Party. Go ahead and check them out. It just started. It's got a really fun game that you can go ahead and get your own pledge now. Words long. Long day, guys.
Words are hard.
M-word good.
I put the wrong link. 1 second. Just a rocky start. Also, the link down below, you see Dirt Cheap Dungeons. So Dirt Cheap Dungeons was one of our sponsors from long ago. They created a lot of really cool portable dungeon tiles, and they also have given us a gift from that campaign, which is...
Pasties.
Nope. Oh, they are little portable, wait for it, monster miniatures.
Yeah.
And we have a whole slew of them, and we are giving this away. So if we hit 30 live viewers today, we will give away this set. So go ahead and share this with your friends. Let's get some more people in here. If we get to 50 live viewers, we are going to give away that $50 gift card to Die Hard Dice. And we still have our Master Monk dice box that is also giving away at 30 live viewers. So go ahead. The more viewers we get in here, the more giveaways we can do. And speaking of giveaways, since we hit our goal where's it at? During the week, I'm going to go ahead and start one right now.
Woohoo! Giveaways!
If I can find it.
Yay!
Sorry, was I not supposed to be excited about
No, you are. Just
For
laughing at me.
The giveaway is for you don't know Jack XL. So if you ever play the game you don't know Jack, this is for the XL version of that. So go ahead and hit exclamation point raffle. You can do it too to enter in that giveaway. Last but not least, we have a friend in the community. You may know him as the Pickled Dragon. We know some of us know him as Matt. He is a dungeon master. You've seen him at some other conventions. You've seen him at GaryCon. Tragedy has befalled him. So there is going to be a GoFundMe link that I'm posting right now. He is currently paralyzed from the chest down, so we're trying to help raise some money to retrofit his home. They do have things that they can do to try to get him back to walking, but it's going to be a long journey, so we need to help support another member of our community. So if you guys can go ahead and if you can't support in any way, at least share it. The more people will see it, the more chances we can get him the help that he needs. So please,
Doesn't cost you anything to share.
There you go. And with that, let's get ready for the next chapter of the
Realms of Ukodor.
Welcome to the realms of Ukodor.
The best way to start.
And we're back. Also, I did forget, if we get to 650 follows today, I will give away this mini right here.
Whoa, that's
Fire
not even
giant.
mini.
That is tight.
That is a very
That's
large.
like life size.
Fire giant.
You're gonna lose a finger, Eric. Careful.
Did the stream just go down again?
Oh no.
I don't think so. You're still showing the mini.
Chat, how's
Oh,
the
we're
stream going?
Technical difficulties are so fun. So, without further ado, last we left, the party heading towards the gate to the air ward saw a dark shadow by the gate. Recognizing that it was Granasso, the ancient dragon, looked to be sleeping. The party attempted to fly over the dragon while he slept, but Jadobi and Aika noticed that the eyes of this dragon were open. The party quickly darted down 300 feet or so away. Quickly, they were going to try to sneak. Barakabu popped his wings out, was trying to distract the dragon, and successfully did so while the rest of the party snuck around the mountainside to try to slip into the gate. Barakabu poking the fire a little bit, bringing up some testy names to the dragon, stirring up a little anger. Farland was able to get to the gate first, realizing the gate was an illusion. Immediately, the party started to react, trying to figure out what the hell to do next. Farland and Torque, shortly after, fell into a hole of some sort and was greeted by a very strange, old-looking gnome with goggles, telling them to be quiet. Barakabu continued to distract this dragon, while Jadobi, Danahi, and Aika also took a couple shots from the dragon as the dragon started to fly around and attack the party. Shortly afterwards, that same dwarven figure was able to bring Danahi, Aika, and Jadobi into the cave as well, where the party convened to meet their new friend, Bjorn. He was the guardian of this gate until the dragon showed up. The dragon killed his disciples and his friends that were there to help protect this gate, and he has been there for over 100 years by himself.
Oh, it's Baron.
He said it wrong.
Okay. So it is Bjorn.
Also, I wrote it wrong. I wrote it as Biom.
That's fine.
Okay, so Bjorn. Right. I just want to make sure no problem.
Bjorn was able to give the party some information after scolding them a little bit for even coming here in the first place, as you all knew that there was an ancient dragon here. What the party didn't know was that the island was cursed, and the island was actually Granasso's lair, which made things a lot more complicated. The second that a creature puts his foot on this island, that creature cannot leave by any magical means at all. They cannot fly out, they cannot polymorph into another creature, they can't misty step, plane shift. So you're essentially stuck on this island, or you jump off. Jadobi was able to misty windwalk. Is that what it's called?
Windwalk, yeah.
Windwalk. Jadobi was able to windwalk to the border of the island, where his form immediately went back to his normal form, grasping onto the side of the cliff, and jettisoned himself off of the island, trying to polymorph. Roughly 5 miles beneath the island, he was able to polymorph into a owl, I believe, and regained his composure, swooped back up, came back to the home of Bjorn to let the party know what he has discovered. The party continued to deliberate on whether to fight the dragon or try to find another way off this island, and that's where we pick up. What would you guys like to do?
So if I remember right, we already slept and took a full rest.
Yep.
And now we're just kind of talking about, okay.
Okay.
Are we doing this?
I'm not doing this. I can't do this.
I wouldn't advise you to do this either, if I'm being frank.
There's no doubt
So,
in my
you
mind.
changed your name to Frank?
There's no doubt.
You're
in my
welcome to
mind
stay, Torque.
That if whatever is out there waiting for us is death, I have people to return to. I have a baby on the way.
Oh, now you want to claim the baby.
Another story. Another talk. Another day. Another talk. But I can't handle the muscle right now. I don't think we can. I'm gonna walk over to Ika.
Okay.
Ika, I know you want to stay here, but we can't stay here, buddy.
As you walk over to Ika is just kind of like eating whatever little things that he had in his space. And I believe, if I remember correctly, you guys were still in like the storage room, kind of, or like the general room, and the storage room was open. I can't remember what he said.
I believe so, yeah. 'Cause we were
So
looking at
you all do
weapons.
notice that Bjorn does walk over to that storage room. It looks like he's throwing all sorts of dishes and stuff, and he grabs what looks to be a very, very nice bowl with gems and all sorts of stuff. You took. I'm gonna make you a breakfast. This might be your last breakfast. And he goes and he starts to make a breakfast, a feast of sorts. So, as you were saying?
Ika, I know you want to stay here, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to stay. What are you afraid of?
Jumping off a cliff?
Ika, you've flown before. I've flown beside you before.
You turned me into a bird.
Yeah, I can do it again.
From what you just said, you can't do it right away.
Well, we have to follow a couple of miles first.
Yeah.
I mean,
A couple of miles.
there's a very long way. We have a lot of cushion for the
But
ocean
there is no
way for-
cushion at the bottom.
The ocean, but we're not gonna get that far.
Would you rather die falling to your death or die facing a dragon?
I won't be dying falling to my death. I jumped off the cliff yesterday and I lived and I came back.
You can do things I can't do.
I can do things and I can give you the same gifts. But it's your choice.
Persuasion check, by the way.
For Ika?
Yep.
I am going to ask for guidance. Oh, please help me. Not bad, not bad. Persuasion 26.
26, okay. As you continue to talk to Ika for the next 5-10 minutes, you all kind of look back. Maybe you might have been distracted by something inside of the room or whatever, but you kind of look back at where Bjorn was at, and all of a sudden that giant kitchen table that he has is full of food. Dozens of plates of food and fruit and meat and bread and all sorts of things. My friends, please, you heroes need a feast. Enjoy.
Where did this come from?
Why is your accent different?
You cooked this really fast.
Because I can't do a Scottish accent.
Gosh, here you could.
It only takes 10 minutes to cast this.
To cast.
Yes. This is a hero's feast.
I see. I was wondering why you would serve us boot leather stew, and then when you had such nice food in storage.
So we are gonna die.
This is just in case. We don't need you being scared as you do whatever you're trying to do.
I would advise you guys not to fight or jump on in full stomach, though. You should definitely wait after eating before you start a fight or leap into any water. I appreciate this, Bjorn, but it's not wise.
Wait 30 minutes.
I'm stuffing my face. Like, as he's saying this, I'm just like.
I go straight for the carts.
Are you guys aware of what you get from a hero's feast, by the way?
Off the top of my head, I don't, but I know we get a lot of. I know we don't get frightened of things.
It takes an hour. It takes an hour to consume. I lost it. You're cured of all diseases and poisons. You become immune to poison and being frightened. In all wisdom saves, you have advantage. Your maximum hit points also increase by 2d10. And I'll roll that right now.
Ooh.
18 extra hit points.
Nice.
Yeah, and these benefits last 24 hours.
It's the least I can do. I have a bunch of these things lying around anyway.
I've never eaten a meal this good before. I feel fantastic. Thank you.
Is there tuna?
Yes, there is.
Oh God.
Lemonade?
Mm-hmm.
Trail mix?
Kind of.
I'm sure you could mix several items on the table into some.
This
sort
is
of
very
tray.
true. There's lots of food.
I see some boiled eggs right there, bro.
I will take some handfuls of tuna.
By all
My
means.
hands.
I'll kick handfuls of tuna with my hands. What other handful were you gonna get? All right.
With my face.
To address something you had said earlier, Barakabu, I don't think Jadobi's plan is to jump into the water. So having a full stomach wouldn't be a detriment to us.
Falling through the air. That's the issue.
Well, we might fall faster with a full belly, but...
And we might be throwing it up.
I'll probably throw up either way.
That's because you're going to eat so much, throw up, and go back.
Now, Jadobi.
Well,
I'm almost convinced that your plan will work. I would just like to suggest an alternative. Rather than plane shifting blindly and hoping to arrive in the air ward, would it not make sense to plane shift to somewhere that we know, that we're familiar with?
okay, if we did that, how would we would still need to get to the air ward. That
Which
would just be more magic. I would have to port us there, and then the next day I have to port us to the air ward, and it's still going to be the same thing.
Yeah, to be clear on how plane shifting to a plane you've not been to, I've numbered the plane, and Jadobi would roll a d10, and whatever number he rolled is where you would land in that plane. So he will get to he will get you to the air ward, where that's a whole other story. But it's all relatively, I can't say that. Never mind. Most of it is relatively safe or interesting anyway.
I get what you're thinking, though. I understand, but in the end, I would still have to get a step blindly.
Okay. My only concern...
Where would you suggest if I did?
I hadn't thought that far ahead.
Well, we've only been to the Earth Ward.
True. I mean, there are other wards, aren't there?
Yes, there are.
Well,
For example,
Water and fire, but those are a bit more sketchy. I
oh,
hear.
the Fey Ward, too. Don't forget the Fey Ward.
You just hear Bjorn just laugh.
Have you been there before?
No, have you?
I've heard stories.
what stories?
It's not a safe place unless you know where you're going, or unless you've been there.
I don't think any of these are safe unless you know where you're going.
Give or take.
And none of us have been there.
Maybe. I have a slight heads up on what might be there, but it's pretty crazy. It's you don't. It's extremely unordinary, even their way of thinking. But for the water and the fire, I need more information on those before I go there. I don't want to arrive and everyone burns to death or we all drown. So I'm hoping I can get more information before We take the jump.
Oh, you've made us breathe underwater before.
I have.
I vote against the water. Ward, please.
That's just because you can't kick.
I think I can kick 10
Perhaps
times better
Trixie-
than anyone here.
Oh, I'm sure you can kick, but in water,
Yeah, no.
hooves don't do great as paddles.
Perhaps Trixie could devise some sort of devices she could attach to her hooves that would allow her to paddle.
Somehow giving her fins like a fish?
Yes,
Hmm.
it's a good idea. I wasn't even.
Wait, that was a good idea?
Yes.
Oh. I had a good idea.
As I bite to a red snapper.
So it does take you about an hour or so to consume the hero's feast. And if you want to wait an additional 30 minutes to digest it, you can do that as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the digest.
Don't want to get a cramp while we're running across the island.
I'm definitely stopping.
Running across the island. Oh, that's right. I didn't mention. I can actually make us a better way out.
There's still a
Really?
fucking dragon up
I
there.
can move the mountain. It's
What?
new. I've never done it. I've never done it before.
Why don't you
Hold on.
just put it on top of the dragon then?
Well, no, I can't. Okay, I can't pick up the mountain and drop it. I can tunnel through.
Can you squish them together?
So can a
The
dwarf.
dragon in the middle.
Intelligence check.
Okay. Ooh. So intelligence is gonna be 13.
13. I mean, when you say that, Bjorn looks at you. Yes, we could do that. That's how I made these tunnels. It's extremely fucking loud, though.
You know, before actually, I can do it pretty silently. Before we even go that far, are there tunnels that lead to the other side of the mountain? Or
No,
on the
on the east side, no.
Okay, I can make one. I can make one.
Okay.
To what end? We'd still have to come back to the airport at some point. We'd still have a dragon here that we have to face at some point.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a tunnel to the other end of the
Why don't
the
you
mountain,
just tunnel out the bottom of the island then?
to the other end of the mountain.
You could just
At
run
the end of the island, I will jump off, and then when I'm 5 miles away, which is roughly the amount out of this
I
anti-magic
remember
sphere.
this plan, but that wasn't the point. We'd still have a dragon here that needs vanquished. Even if we got away, this would be an eventuality.
Oh yes, the time will come. Well, that time isn't today for me.
I mean, maybe if you bring more people,
Exactly.
other ships or dragons or something.
Or other druids.
Are you friends with any dragons?
Then why don't we go back to the Earth Ward and ask
know
more
what?
druids to come here with us?
I mean, they've been here a few times.
The dragon.
We could go to the Earth Ward and ask for more help.
You could.
I could, but before we take Granasso, I would rather have more gems on my side.
I can't fault your logic with that. He is quite a formidable foe, and having as much power at your disposal would certainly make a battle against him easier.
At our disposal.
Yes,
We're a team.
fair enough.
So,
I don't care what we do as long as there's no freaking water ward.
I'm going to. Where is it? I'm ready to look at it.
why would you use up all your magics?
Because I don't plan to fight anything.
You guys are roughly
But you'll need to get us to this other place.
right there.
I have it all set. I have a plan of action.
Last time you saw Granasso, he was over
Okay, I guess Jadobi has a plan.
After taking time to consider it, if you're confident in your ability to get us there, then I'm with you.
Alright. So that's me falling in Ica?
Well, I die one way or another. Why not?
We're not gonna die.
Then let's get on with it.
It was that, or we just command you.
No one's gonna command Ica.
Let's get on with it.
You're coming?
What choice do I have? Fight the dragon by myself?
the food disappears after you take it off the table.
She tried.
But he gives you some other actual real muffins and bread to bring with you.
They're not as good.
Well, if it doesn't work and the rest of you plummet to your death, I can always just fly at the last second and be okay.
This is true. This is not false.
And grab at least one of you.
This is true.
Well, I
hit the surface.
take comfort in that.
Hit the surface of the water at that speed. It feels like cement.
We'll die.
Right.
No
Painfully.
question.
If we hit the water.
I mean, even if you survive, it's negative like 30 degrees. It's like it's ice and it's
Is this Ica?
Just feels
no, it's
cowardly.
Bjorn.
Oh, okay.
It's not a good day.
I understand. Though the cold doesn't bother me.
I feel as though I don't deserve a hero's feast.
It will, in time, you'll have this moment. I understand how you feel. I'm gonna just pack
As
up
if
everything.
I'm on some sort of device and I can't change the destination.
You can always change the destination. It's always your choice. It depends on what you choose.
Well, Bjorn's a nice guy, but I don't think I could stay here forever with him.
Are you
The only other option is die facing the dragon.
Are you leaving the ale?
I'll leave you some.
Okay.
All right. I am after I gather my things and anyone who's on board is on board. I'm going to. My eyes and tattoos will glow a vibrant green as I start to manipulate the earth and the rocks in the mountain.
Okay.
And kind of gently push them out of the
So
way.
you had mentioned earlier that you can do it quietly. Care
Yes.
to share how you can do that quietly?
So this spell has a 2-hour time frame, and it takes 10 minutes to move 1 20-foot part of land or earth.
Okay.
Or no, 10 minutes. I'm not sure if it's 20. 10 minutes to move the 20-foot, and it moves in a way where it doesn't erupt anything. Like everything moves organically and without like crazy breaking. It's like everything is just kind of moving as if it was like fluid.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that,
Like a-
and I'm just, again, trying to get an understanding of how you perceive this, because if you're outside and you're moving, then that mass that you are moving has somewhere to go. But if you're inside of a mountain and you're moving it, that mass doesn't have anywhere to go. You see what I'm saying?
The end.
It could. So you'll see a
If he's
little.
doing a tunnel, it
you'll-
will just literally
you'll see a
like
little
be
Play-Doh
Duke that
thing
just
going
goes
on.
whoop,
Yeah.
So that's what I choose to do.
Okay.
And then we'll jump
Quietly
and
as
fall on
possible.
top of that
Stealth
rock
check.
as it's falling.
Do a stealth check. for it. Why not? Why not?
Big rock dookie. The big poop candy mountain.
Oh man.
8.
8.
Poop candy.
And dice jump.
And how long can you do that for?
It's a 2-hour
Okay.
duration. So I'm just gently pushing the walls aside to make a tunnel for us.
Can you roll a d20 for me?
Ooh.
What
Dice
do we do if
gel.
this doesn't work?
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yep. The dice do what they want.
I would
Perhaps we
say
should
with
have
the help of
another
Bjorn, you were able to get, because he can do the same thing.
Oh, he can move earth?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, he can dig.
Well, he's
a
got
dwarf.
some. There's a druid option for clerics, so he does have some druid spells.
Gotcha.
So we'll say that he does help you get that last stretch, because especially with the natural 1, you can't. It's like a mile and a half that you're pushing this rock, and it's at little increments. So you'll get close, but then Bjorn will be able to get you through. So you do create a hole that is roughly 10 feet in diameter and about 10 feet
A tunnel.
a tunnel. So like Torque and Ica would have to crunch down a little bit. It's very similar size to the tunnels you guys have been
At the
squirming
end,
through.
I want it to be like a 15-foot wide and tall enough for both Ica and Torque. Because I need us to bunch up.
So yeah, so Bjorn finishes the tunnel, makes it 15 wide, like you said, a little bit taller, so you guys can stand, and actually has like an overhang. So if you imagine,
Will the dragon know we've done this?
so you imagine like this, Jadobi, like you guys are standing here, but there's actually like an overhang to kind of be above you.
Yeah.
To kind of keep you concealed a little bit.
Granasso's just like,
But isn't that a place for Granasso to hide?
Granasa can hide anywhere.
I can close this once you jump. So do not try to come back this way.
Bjorn, before we leave, you wouldn't by any chance happen to have large sheets of canvas or some sort of cloth, would you?
Not that large, no. Like a sleeping bag size, that's it.
Okay. I had an idea, but it's a moot point.
We can try to sew them together if you want more.
How many do you have?
3.
It won't work.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. After everything is all been made, all right. So this is what we need to do. Everyone needs
That's a nice
to.
axe, by the way.
Thank you. Perhaps we can
He does squats.
be axe brothers another time. When you come back and save my ass, huh?
I hope so. We will be back to save you. As long as we don't die.
Well, don't die.
Okay.
Alright. Since you asked nicely.
So everyone hold hands in a circle and bunch up real tight. So, Torque, I need you and Ika on either ends. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be okay.
Yeah! We can do this!
This is the most excited I've ever seen her.
Shit my pants. Hurry up, say the spell. Go.
You're not
All
wearing
right,
pants, are
everyone bunch up. So we're gonna all like bunch up real close to be like kind of at the embrace of both Torque and Ika.
Okay.
All right,
So like a circle but squished.
Exactly. All right, guys.
you? Team hug.
When we jump, do not let go of each other.
Tell me when to
Do
open
not
my
let go
eyes.
of each other.
Tell me when to open my eyes.
I'll tell you when to open your eyes. Okay?
But we'll also tell you when to jump.
Yes.
All right. Together. 1, 2.
Wait, I have to pee.
Do it on the way down.
Hold it. Go, go.
So-
And we all fall together.
So the 6 of you do jump. Please, everyone, make a strength save, please, with advantage for the initial one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, okay.
So it's plus the modifier, right?
Your save.
Yeah, the strength. Oh, well, never mind. 18.
You said with advantage?
Yes.
24.
17.
I can't believe I got the highest
20.
strength and I still got the.
That's
20.
pretty good strength.
So,
plus 10.
so for me, my strength was a 16, 17, 18.
18.
And for Ika, his was a 13.
13.
Wait, no.
What was yours, Tor?
14.
18.
18. Denahi?
17?
17. Okay. So initially, all 6 of you do kind of try to stay in a cluster as you all leap off. Obviously, I mean, like Torque and Ika do weigh a little bit more, and they start to kind of pull away. But you're all able to kind of unify and pull together. Can everyone please make a perception check?
Oh, natural 1.
Natural 20.
Natural 1. Natural 20.
Three.
3. 8.
Farland's way too scared. His eyes are just.
So for me, I got an 11.
Ika's eyes are closed.
Oh, right. 11.
11. So only Barakabu sees this. So as the ball of the 6 of you are starting to tumble down and down, you're maybe a mile down, Barakabu catches a glimpse of a dark shadow figure on top of the mountain looking down. It looks like it leaps, and you watch as the wings frail out, and it looks like Granasso is on top of the mountain swooping down in your direction. Can everyone please make a acrobatics check for me?
Hey guys,
What?
the dragon's coming too.
Wait, so he left the island.
What's that mean?
He's off of his lair.
Sorry. What's that mean?
He's off of his lair! We can't fight him while we fly!
What are we rolling for? I forget.
I forgot. Acrobatics.
Okay.
Torque.
12.
12.
19.
25.
6.
6.
12 for me, and for Ika, 3.
You said 6? Can you make a strength save? And can either one of you or both of you make a strength save?
Save my ass, please.
With advantage, are we helping each other?
Oh,
No.
that helped.
I'm going to do an average between the two of you.
18.
18.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Strength, 5.
5.
25.
25. So you feel Ica starting his weight. He's starting to like kind of shift away from you because he's not that agile. He's a fucking owl bear that does not have wings, and he's falling from the sky.
Very agile.
Not when you're falling.
Not when they're falling.
And he's scared. So you are able to hold him tight. Jadobi, you do feel Denahi starting to slip from your grasp, but you're able to. You can't grab on, but you yell out to Farland, and Farland hears, and he pulls you closer. So the 6 of you again unify and get closer. You're about 2.5 miles down now, falling and falling perception checks.
Do my rolls stay in my bag?
Yes.
Nice show.
Good God, man, that's 4
19.
dice so far.
Perception would be 24.
24.
20 total.
20 total.
9.
18.
Denahi and Ica's eyes are closed. So the rest of you, you do see the shadowed form. You do see Granasso. He is flying and he swoops his wings into where he gets into like a dive pattern. He's roughly a mile away from you. Plummeting and plummeting. With that perception check, you hear something in your bag. You hear
What the fuck? What the fuck's in my bag?
So you quickly glance and you feel like crawling on you, and you see Greg like holding onto your back like.
Greg, what are you doing here?
What the fuck? He's beat red and he's just freaking out. Can everyone please make an athletics check for me?
Athletics
Run
check.
at the dragon!
Oh, I'm bad at athletics.
Ooh, that was almost bad.
9. Okay.
24.
24.
29.
29.
Okay, athletics for me is going to be a 17 flat.
17.
For Ica, it's going to be... Where you at, buddy? Athletics, there you are, +9. Oh, shit.
Denahi and Boo, can you make a strength save?
22 for Ica.
22. Okay. You're all maintaining this cluster, this circle, this motley crew of a ball of oh shit just flying through the sky.
18.
18.
My strength's like -1. 4.
4.
Yeah.
You try to grab Farland, but Barakabu is able to hold him in. So you're all again bunched in together. Falling and falling. You're about 4.5 miles down. You're kind of getting to that point where
Almost there, don't let
you're
go,
almost
don't let
there.
go.
Granasso is closer and closer. Perception check, please.
21 total.
21.
15.
15.
13.
13.
17.
17.
2.
2.
Oh, no,
Staring
sorry,
at my face
26.
right
I mean, sorry, 16. 16.
16. Everybody who got over 10, you all please make a dexterity save with advantage. Anyone else, you just make a straight dexterity save.
Hey, one better. 25.
25.
We don't get advantage. We don't get advantage from the hero trees for this, do we?
No, that's wisdom saves.
Okay. Dex save is for me is going to be an 11. 13.
13.
13 as well.
22. 13. As you get close and close, Granasso gets down, swoops. You watch as a barrel of fire just ignites from his mouth, boom, engulfing all of you. I already forgot. If you had higher than 13, you save. So you only take 22 points of fire damage. Everyone else takes 44 points of fire damage.
Except the monk.
Except for the monk.
Ica takes 44.
But, sorry,
No, go ahead.
Oh, plus I'm
technically,
Wasn't
I'm
our
still in
heroes
Sanctuary.
You're still in Sanctuary?
Yeah. So it could misdirect his attack if it was aimed at me technically.
Well, it was aimed at the group. So,
But I'm part of the group.
but it would still aim at the rest of the group anyway, so they'd still
Yeah.
get hit.
But didn't you say the heroes feasted something for us? It doesn't make you fire
Wisdom
resistant.
save.
You got 18 extra hit points.
Yeah, no, I
Is this-
got that. I just blew through them, so.
Is this a fire spell? Or is it
It's
just fire?
it's fire breath.
Okay.
So make sure to give that 18 to Ica because he ate 2.
Yep, you were right. Let me give him 18 more.
I really need that.
He will. He's at 54 right now.
Cool.
Everyone, please make one final strength save.
Almost there, guys. Almost there.
25.
25.
Wow. 14.
14.
19.
19.
Actually, plus
Hey,
2 strength.
21 for me, and for Ica, 20 for Ika.
20 for Ika. Can Ika and Barakabu make a strength save, please?
Cocked.
Can I hellish rebuke in midair?
Shit.
That one was only 11.
11.
No, I can't.
11.
11. Okay.
Ah.
So,
Matchy.
as you break the threshold of that 5-mile mark, Granasso is getting closer and closer. He is roughly 150 feet and enclosing really quickly. Torque starts to lose his grip between Ika and Barakabu. They're able to hold on. They're holding on by just like the edge of his hands.
We're there! We're there! I'll spit the spell. Go!
Is it instantaneous?
It's instantaneous, yeah.
Okay.
You gotta come up with something
And
for
with
that,
that, Granasso comes down for a nice hard bite. Boom! He just clamps on hard. The 6 of you disappear. Please roll a d10, sir.
Ooh. We're in limbo.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
This is
about to watch
like
more
that
Dice
game.
Jail.
Can you tell us how we... Shut up. Can you tell us how this sensation is of going through this warp? Ooh,
I mean, you've done a plane shift before.
It's like a port key.
It's
Remember,
it's
what's
kind
that?
of
Vomit.
It's as
just
if
asking you to paint the
your
picture, but
belly
okay.
button is being twisted and pulled.
Look, black hole.
Hang on, I'm trying to pull up the map right now, so we know I ain't cheating.
I see us going through this like a crazy warpy tunnel. Don't look at my roll. Okay.
He's gonna find
What
out.
the hell is going on
He's
here?
gonna
I thought we
find
were
out
waiting
what
on
it
this
was
roll,
when you
and
tell
he's
him
like,
what it
Hold on, let me talk for a
a
minute.
crazy warp of like purple and craziness. That's what I say.
Okay.
Purple
That's
and
what-
Purple and
craziness.
craziness.
I mean,
That
you're,
is so
hey, you're the
descriptive.
one driving this train, man. You can see what you want to see.
Like purple Charlie Sheen faces.
I am cocaine.
See,
Driving
between the
that
realms,
train.
man.
So what did you get?
Cocaine.
I rolled a 5.
A 5.
No,
Jones, you
knows this
better.
song.
Watch your speed.
I know it, you know it. I think no one else watching knows this.
Oh, come on. People know the dead.
You feel your body is shifting and shifting through the planes. Very similar experience as you did when you went back from the elemental plane over to Sigurd Gorge. You felt the shift. Can everyone please make a Constitution save?
Whoa.
Ew, that's
Dude.
not good.
Fucking sorcerer.
Constitution
I'm
save.
kind of used to this.
Captain.
She saves? Me too.
Catch me outside. 26.
16.
14.
14, 19, 16.
27.
Con save for me is going to be 17. and for
17.
What's the Mars
Ika,
one? The Arnie movie?
it's going to be
Total Recall.
5.
Total Recall.
Ika got 5.
Remember when the head
Okay.
starts messing up?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
bugging
awesome.
out.
Can everyone please make a dexterity save as well?
Yeah, I get advantage on those.
Does a 30 work?
I would say that works.
Nice.
15.
Shit, 30?
Yep. Farland's got that mad dex, yo.
The mad digs. So, for me, I got a 21.
Okay.
And for Ika, he
I
got
love it,
a
man.
21.
21?
24.
24.
30.
That's right.
27.
27.
15.
Look at you guys. You guys are so cute. So you feel the shift, and you appear about 30 feet or so off the ground, and with a foreign island of sorts. Quickly, you get glimpses of mountain shapes and trees and forests, and a large river that's right below you. Ika immediately just yaks, eyes open up, freaking out. All 6 of you come crashing down in a rushing river. The river is moving very quickly. What are you doing?
Did we maintain our velocity from the previous fall into the river?
Somewhat.
We landed.
Plane shift kind of slowed it down.
Yeah, we'd be dead if that's the case.
Plane shift slowed you down, so it's more just you falling from 30
It's
feet
no
up.
longer terminal velocity, but
Yeah.
just really
Just
ouchy
30
hurdy
feet
velocity.
down, you know.
Rushing water, I am going to shapeshift into... How big is this rushing water? How big is this river thing?
About
Yeah.
40 feet
Cool,
wide.
The druid turns
40
into
feet
a
wide?
fish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shapeshift into a giant octopus
Okay.
and grab everyone.
Okay.
We could
Okay.
swim.
So you grab everybody. Now Octopus holding a bunch
Yeah,
of
we
people are
trained him.
are going down the river. What are we doing?
Jadobia.
I'm going to swim to shore.
Okay. Please make a Constitution save with disadvantage.
How do you swim with all your tentacles full of characters? Okay.
I got a
Well, only
propeller,
5
yeah.
of the 8 tentacles.
Right, right, you're right.
Well, the key
Yeah.
is how do you
like a
swim
parachute.
while holding 6 players while you're drowning?
5.
Because you can't breathe in fresh water.
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Constitution save disadvantage.
Con disadvantage. Well then.
That's right. Fresh water. You're an octopus.
Well, I can be a freshwater octopus.
There's no such
Uh,
thing. There's literally no
Nine.
such thing.
So
Yes.
you begin to start you begin to choke and you're suffocating because you are in
I
fresh
can hold my
water.
breath for an hour as octopus.
Huh?
I can hold my breath.
Okay.
For an
So you
hour.
hold your breath. You're moving. Dex save.
I'm in the mood for sushi. I don't know why.
Looks like we're having calamari.
You only need one of these legs, right, Jadobi?
Oh, he like
He's
oh
holding his breath.
he just let go of his
Hold
breath.
on, you can't answer anybody or you're dead.
He's drowning. He's drowning.
I must say,
Well, that would be the end of Jadobi.
I am curious
If
though.
you speak,
if,
you
like,
die.
someone-
He would die
what part of
instantly.
him would be missing.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
So for con, I got a
fun.
10.
Leg.
10. No, Dex. Last thing was a Dex.
Dex.
Yeah, Dex.
10.
Okay, so you're able to get the 5 of them onto shore, and I'm assuming you're climbing on shore as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you climb on shore. Everyone, just like a wet dog, flopping onto the shore. You're right there on the cliff edge, and you watch as the waterfall the water keeps going to where the cliff stops, and you kind of like fall to the side, and you kind of look over like, ugh, and you see that there's no bottom. It's just sky for as far as you can see, and the waterfall just
We're in
keeps going.
Pandora again.
Nice.
So what are you guys doing?
Just for the heck of it, I'm gonna just do a quick lap and run across the water and back. Just be like, just so you know, I can run on water and up water.
I'm gonna just deflate as my just like.
Oh, good for you, Mr. Skills over here.
I'm gonna shake out my cloak and just be
Not
there.
sassy tonight.
I'm gonna like slowly shrink back to myself. Is everyone all right? Is everyone good?
Well, I'm not dead.
Awesome.
Hmm.
Great. I knew we're gonna be okay.
I'm just flat on the ground.
So where are we?
The air ward.
Are you sure?
Somewhere.
Feels more like the water ward.
It seems like we didn't leave.
There's
Floating
it's not-
islands with
it's-
water just drifting off to nowhere.
There's no ice, right? It's like
What's that?
springtime, right? There's no ice here, right?
As far as you can see right now, you can do a perception check for me. Anyone who wants to look around now that you have your bearings.
Do I? That's the point of looking around.
12 for me.
24 for me.
9.
9.
That would be a 19.
35, you said?
25.
25. Everybody except for Denahi,
He
you
grows a third
notice
eye on his forehead.
you're standing what seems to be on one side of the shore. You don't know which way is north, which way is south. But to your right, you do see very tall mountains, and to your south, to your left, you do see smaller mountains, more like spires. And on the spires, you see like flails of like tree or grass that kind of climb the spires. That's all you see. You see grass and fields, no snow, no ice. Normal wildlife flying around.
Well,
I like
it's
this
not
better.
the tundra anymore.
I like this better already.
I'm not really getting the air vibe
Of course the
of the
druid
air
does.
ward.
Well, I mean, you can see the edge of the continent just goes on forever and into air, so there's clouds
Wait.
everywhere. But okay, I don't know.
So it's another floating island.
Maybe.
But I suppose I'm breathing air.
This reminds me of where my friend Janice grew up.
That's nice. That's great. Was she in the monk?
No, she was a boy. And she,
Ah,
yeah,
cool. Nice.
She was a he.
yeah. And, yeah, they were a very advanced civilization.
So I'm gonna look around at this spire that has like, like trees and stuff coming out of it. Does it just look like like a mountain, or does it like a structure?
It's a mountain, but it's not like a wide mountain
a-
with things. It's just like a straight rock formation that has like
This
little like
literally
plateaus
is
of
Pandora.
vegetation and trees just kind of poking out of it. So it looks all very natural. It's nothing that's
Avatar.
Do I happen to see any town nearby?
not with that Perception check.
Inception.
Ew.
Oh man.
I feel
So,
like I'm in Inception.
so you all can still turn into clouds. You still have that gift from yesterday. If you were able to shoot up, fly up to see
While he's talking, I
overhead.
just slowly turn into
How long does that? How long does
I was
that
just
last?
about to ask.
24 hours
When did you guys do it last time?
It would still technically be active because he did it
at
like
night. Yeah.
ran like right before our short or long rest. So.
Okay. Okay.
I'm floating.
So tonight he's already on. So if you see anything, if you know where the nearest town is, let us know when you come back down.
So where are you going?
I don't know. I'm just floating.
How high up are you going, or where you going?
60 feet?
60 feet. Can you make a dexterity save for me?
You have a flight speed of 300 feet.
Oh shit. A dex save?
Yeah.
25.
25. As you get about 45 feet up, you immediately just go away from distance. Like you guys can't even see her little cloud form. It just goes like just feels like it just hit like a expressway and just went away.
Oh, you were
She's
saying
starting
it
to
didn't
come.
feel like the
She's
air
starting.
one?
You can see her like struggling to come back at whatever her speed rate is. But she's barely making headway. She's above you, so she's not over like the nothingness. So she's above land, but she's
Calm
barely
down.
moving.
And that would be the 300-mile-an-hour winds we were told about.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to float down.
All right.
Use your dash. You can move 600 feet with your dash.
I just dash straight down. not
Okay,
gonna
can you
go.
make one last dexterity save for me?
Boom. Face plant.
Into like a pipe. Huh?
12.
12. So she comes down,
And plummet.
and she begins to go again, but she falls right below that barrier. So it's roughly 40 feet or so where there's
Nice.
no wind, and she comes down.
What did you see? Did you see any? Are you okay? You alright?
I don't know what just happened.
You handled that pretty well.
I didn't see anything. This is fun though. I'll be right back.
She's gonna go on a roller coaster.
I'm just gonna go around. Just float around.
Okay.
Alright.
And I'm also gonna keep looking around.
And then staying below that threshold, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
13.
13. You do fly around for quite a while. You get maybe a mile or so out, and you see the mountains do scale very high. On the north side, there is just plains and trees and hills. Everything it's just very pretty. It's very, very undeveloped land. You get to the south where the other mountains are. You cross over where the river is. Same thing. Everything is just, there's no signs of life. But you do catch a glimpse of a lot of what looks to be like cherry blossom tree, like a forest of cherry blossoms. You do see a bunch of trees that are very vibrant pink and purple. And that is to your west.
Okay. I'm gonna come back. And rematerialize.
Still nothing.
There's a really pretty orchard to the west of here. Think the cherry blossom trees?
That sounds peaceful.
That's the only thing that stuck out this time.
Interesting.
That sounds no threat.
Can we go there?
I think we should.
That sounds like something that lures you in because it looks so pretty.
That was my thought too, seeing as it stands out from the rest of the air ward.
Since we're uncertain and it's on the main land going away from the edge, I'm good with it. But before we go, maybe we rest a second. I got kind of fried on the way here. Is that cool?
Whatever you need. Doesn't seem like there's anything here.
I'm going to take a short rest to get some hit points. I mean,
You're only
Hey,
down by 4.
how long did the actually? Yeah, I thought
He loses one
Wait.
hit point. He's like, oh my god, we got rest.
I thought I had hit for more, but because of the temporary hit points, do we get those back, or is it just like once we use them, they're gone?
Once you use them, they're gone.
Okay, I see.
Hence, temporary.
Yes.
Yes, hence the word temporary.
Which
I could get hit pretty bad. I want to make sure Ika's okay. So I'm going to take a short rest with Ika.
So
Okay.
I guess we're all taking a short rest.
If you want to venture out while I can.
You want us to separate in a place we've never been?
I will. I'm going to the forest.
Of course.
Tell me what you see when you get there.
You'll catch up.
The cherry blossom forest?
Well, I hear really fast.
Okay.
Do these work still?
Yeah.
I heard you.
But you're right
Wanna
here.
go.
So,
I sally forth heroically and foolishly to the forest.
okay. When anyone going
Are
with
you
you?
flying or walking? Or?
Oh.
Just walking.
So
I'll walk with you.
Denahi, Barakabu, and Torque are walking to. Are you staying or are you going?
I mean, I don't have anything to rest for, so I'd like to go to the forest with them.
Okay. Okay. So while Aika and Jidobi rest for 30 minutes or so, the four of you will head towards the cherry blossom forest. As you get closer, can everyone make a perception check, please?
17.
6.
17.
21.
21.
9.
9.
You don't get any bonus to perception.
No.
As the four of you get to the forest, you do see, as far as the eyes can see, just pink, vibrant pinks and purples, cherry blossom trees, just as far as you can see. And those of you who got over 20, you do see several glistenings and sparkles of red and blue, what looks to be crystals. Almost like a bush of crystals just coming out of the ground all throughout the forest as you get up to it.
Do you see that?
Can I harvest some of that?
That's trap. That has to be some sort of defense mechanism.
Well,
I've never seen a crystal grow out of a tree.
while we're discussing the trap, Denahi's harvesting it.
I'm looking at it. I'm
Okay.
trying.
So for the purposes of this, we'll just say you guys are on that tree line. You haven't crossed the threshold into the actual forest, but you can see the gems everywhere. So it's like it's green, lush, then everything is purples and pinks, and then the gems.
I mean, it is another plane of existence. Perhaps crystals grow on trees?
I'll walk in.
Okay.
I'll be right here.
Are you walking?
gonna draw
Are you
my
following a
sword.
path? Or are you just kind of walking
Is
wildly?
there an apparent path?
There is an apparent path.
I'll stick to the path for now.
Okay.
Oh, good lord. Way to go, Dorothy.
I'm gonna empty out my bag full of rolls just so I have more room, and I'm gonna go with them.
Wow, you never do that.
There's jewels everywhere. I must go.
I hope
Okay.
you're not starving at some point.
And yep.
I'll put some in my bag.
Perception checks.
18.
20.
That's only for the people venturing forth?
Yeah. Well, anyone can roll a perception check. You said
I'm
17.
just going to stand here and judge them.
Farland.
17, yes.
17.
Yes.
You two are staying out. No, she's going in. You're staying out.
No, I was going.
You're going in.
They're
so-
all going in.
so you're
I'm
just
standing outside with a 15.
Someone's got to tell Jinobi where we went. I said 20.
20. Okay, so as the three of you enter this forest, you see a lot of small wildlife, kind of off in the distance, what looks to be like squirrels and chipmunks and birds and all sorts of things, kind of fluttering around. And you walk and you're making noise, and it seems like nothing your size has been through here in some time. So they kind of scatter.
Except I don't make noise.
It's fine, but they
My
still
boots
see
have
you.
helped
Yeah,
make
yeah.
noise.
Oh yeah, they still see you though. You're blue in a sea of pink. Like you're like
Also,
you're
so
like
your
neon.
clothes are rustling as
It's
you
a
walk.
boy!
Roger Rabbit, I love it. So with those perception checks, Torque, you do see what looks to be a flying creature of sorts, like two of them. It looks to be like eagles or something that are flying over that 40-foot threshold, but they are flying normally over the forest. Looks to be kind of hovering over your friends. And the three of you do see what looks to be a large bird of some sort flying above you. Looks to be following your movements.
When I look at it, does it have a color?
Oh, you can do an insight check.
Oh, excellent. That's a 24.
24.
You're being watched.
I would say it. I know we came up with the distinctions for the colors. It's a guarded color, whatever color we decided was that. Orange, maybe. Like they're guarded.
So it's on watch.
It's on watch. Guarded, defensive. It's not aggressive. It's not evil. It's not purely good. It's guarded. You're in a foreign area. Yeah.
Don't make any offensive moves.
What moves would offend a bird?
Not just if it looks like we're here to threaten. Just stay past that. Don't draw your weapons.
I already have my sword drawn.
Son of a-
Okay.
You guys doing anything else?
Can I still harvest these gems?
You could try. I'm gonna watch the bird while she reaches for it.
I'm gonna try to.
So the gems aren't in the path. They're
Secretly.
roughly 10, 15 feet off the path, closest one. And they're not in the trees, they're on the ground, coming from the ground.
Like potatoes.
Like a bush. Yeah, like a potato.
Fuck it, I'm doing it. She wants to do it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over there. Oh, look, I seem to have dropped a button. I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll it off the bat.
I seem to have dropped
Performance
a
check.
Huh?
Do a performance check.
Would it be deception? Because it's way harder.
Oops! I'm
Meanwhile-
just gonna pick up this quarter I dropped.
Meanwhile, I've slowly put my sword away and I've reached behind my back to very slowly bring my bow out.
Are you trying to be
I'm not
Like-
doing it threateningly. I'm just
stealthily?
there. Yeah, fine. Yes.
Sleight of hand, please. Perception check, Barakabu.
20,
Perception.
22.
22.
Just the easier way to carry my bow. 23.
23.
That was a 14.
14. Okay. The second the Denahi's hooves cross over the path, the birds, you don't see them anymore.
Nahi, come back to
Yeah.
the path.
I'm so close though, Barakabu. Just
Yeah, but it seems like it might be a bad idea. But you do you, girl.
How far did you walk in? When you
like 5 feet.
5 feet?
She went to the nearest gems. That's what she did.
So she's like halfway to the gem.
Yeah, my button went right where I wanted it to. I walk back to the path.
And Boo's butt cheeks unclench.
Oh, never. I do kegels at all times when you guys are discussing things.
They're always glitched.
And I'll forever be a pissy with Chris today.
I'll find you some other gems. Maybe once we figure out who's in charge around
Don't
here.
talk to me.
Okay, moving on. Down the path.
Eventually, one of the power stones will be yours. So that's something to look forward
Perception
to.
check.
True. Everybody?
Yeah, 26.
26.
Ooh.
16.
25.
16? 25?
19.
19. What was yours?
26.
26. Once Denahi comes back on the path, you see the two creatures or whatever are flying above you again.
They don't seem to like it when we went off this path.
They definitely seem to be watching you.
Yeah, we're looking at them. We're looking at them.
Oh, right. Forgot I don't have to scream at you.
Perhaps the birds are an illusion, meant to keep people on the path.
They had an aura.
Oof, I'm doing it. I'm gonna cast
Well, never mind then.
Mage Hand.
Oh god.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna drop another button on the ground, just right at my feet.
Drop another brick on the ground.
They're birds.
And I'm gonna bend down, pretend I'm picking up the button, but my hand's gonna sink into the ground. And right where the crystals are coming out of the ground, the mage hand's gonna come up and try to break off the piece.
Okay. Do a sleight of hand for me.
You do you.
Get that true, bro. Get that true.
25.
25.
Ooh, we know what she's good at.
So
Standing on the line.
as the hand comes up and you start to kind of try to manipulate and try to pull off these gems. The gems are not like little gems. It's like a gem. Like they're giant gems. You're trying to pull off, you're trying to find, do an investigation check. You're trying to find something that you can actually like pull off.
Till she gets frustrated and just swings a club at it.
13. The hand can't find anything that's detachable of this gem. Can everyone make a perception check except for Deny?
Ooh, natural 20.
Natural 20.
19.
19.
Not a lot of buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
12. What was yours?
19.
19. The two of you, you still see the two shadows above you. They seem to be kind of hovering. And you hear a... like you hear something land on the ground.
Direction?
You can't identify it. It just sounds like it hits the ground. You look around. Even with the natural 20, you look around in the forest. You don't see anything.
Do I see its presence?
Mm-hmm. Do your check.
Ooh, that was a 30.
A 30. You see roughly 11.
It's ridiculous.
You see 11 presents in the forest.
11?
11.
It's funny, that's what my insight score is.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Good.
Yeah.
We're kind of surrounded, guys.
What'd you say?
Did you do something?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
What
I
do you
didn't do
think,
anything.
No.
I'm standing here watching you.
Denahi.
Oh,
Yeah. Stay where you are, Torque. We seem to be surrounded by a presence. Oh, what was the color? Orange still?
Same color, orange.
They're not aggressive, but they're definitely getting there.
And so, having cast Speak with Animals, I'm going to call out to the presences ahead of us. We come in peace. We are not here to cause you any harm.
Are you holding your bow up?
No, just hands.
You put your bow back.
Well, I mean, when I open my hands like that, it just must have fallen to the ground.
Okay.
What was I saying?
We come in peace.
We come in peace, yes. Not harming any of you. Please. Please come forward and speak with us.
The three of you immediately feel a poke in your upper back, what feels to be a spear. You all hear a voice. Why are you here in our forest, trespassing and trying to steal our gems?
We didn't try to steal any gems.
There was no signs anywhere.
The purple one is using her magic to try to take one.
Would you?
Okay.
Tanahi.
Sorry about that. She does really, really like gems. And we happen to actually be here looking for another gem. If you'd like to come out and talk about it.
The second that you say that, all three spears simultaneously come away from your back. Torque, you do see this, by the way.
okay.
You do see several figures now showing themselves. You still see the birds flying around, and the ones on the path you can make out clear. You don't see anything in the actual forest, but you see three figures that are very tall. They're about 6.5 feet tall. They have orange feathers with yellow in them as well. Their wings are furled together. They have beaks and legs. They are Arakokra, if you are familiar with the term. They are eagle people.
Oh.
They remove the spears from your back. What are you doing here?
We've been visiting the wards in search of gems of power, so that we might fight an ancient evil.
So you're a druid then?
Our friend is. He's not here yet. He's resting. I'm a monk.
So your friend, which isn't here, is on this quest with you to find a power gem?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm to believe this?
Well, I think he's actually like the monk now.
Druid.
Or the druid, yeah.
Interesting. Well, perhaps we wait here for your friend, eh?
Okay.
That's reasonable. He should be along
earshot.
short.
From Torque he is.
Torque, can you relay a message to Jadobi that we kind of need him to come meet up with us?
Literally.
He should be hearing you now, right?
He can hear you.
I think
Oh.
you might be.
You
bridging
were
the
like right on the
distance.
threshold, and they've gone further into the forest.
Jadobi, where are you?
Sitting here with Ika. What's up? What did you find?
Potentially trouble, I think.
What kind of trouble?
We want you here.
Well, I haven't gotten
How long's it been?
yet.
Yeah, it's been at least a half an hour. It would have taken them a half an hour to walk there.
Okay. All right. All right.
Not that slow.
A mile and a half?
All right. I'll meet you guys there then.
I'm sure he's on the way.
Sure, sure.
What's your name?
What is my name? Harvu.
Harvu?
And what is your name?
Barakabu. We rhyme.
That's cute. You can tell your big friend to come here too.
Oh, hey Tori, they want to see you too.
Do I have to?
I mean, they asked nicely.
They extended an invitation. I don't think it's wise to offend them.
Yeah, they put their weapons away. Or they at least stopped poking us with them.
Okay, I'll check in
If
with
you
you in
come
1
and you're
second.
nice, they might let me harvest some of their gems.
Probably not, but you know,
Of
it's
course,
worth
that
a try.
would make you happy.
I assume I have to be outside this for him to see us, or for him to know where we're at.
I mean, you gave him a rough description of where it is.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
the
a
path
path.
is obvious.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, the
Well, I'll
path is
just-
obvious.
There's a path going into the orchard or forest or whatever this is. Come this way.
Looks like more of a grove, really.
I love
Really?
groves.
Pedantic, is that what you want to be?
Or perhaps an abattoir.
Doesn't an
no.
orchard have to yield fruit of some sort? We don't have any fruit here. But cherry blossoms.
That is a fruit.
But there's no
The
fruit.
flower of the fruit.
Sure. But that was just a descriptive term that the DM used to describe
Oh,
it.
yes.
So I see
Well,
them.
these gems look like some sort of weird fruit.
Fair. What were you doing on your way over?
So, as me and Ike are just taking our time, a really nice stroll on our way there, I'm gonna.
Could you come quicker?
I'm gonna. We're chilling. I'm gonna open my my bag. Greg is in. Greg, what are you doing?
He's warming up on you.
What you did was very dangerous, Greg. Very dangerous. Don't at me. No. I'm glad you're alright, buddy. Oh, what is he doing? What was that?
Guess.
Did he just like drop a pebble?
I'm
looking.
Is he still in your bag?
He's in my hands.
Yeah, but is he in your bag in your hands or is he outside?
Bag's on my back. He's in my hands.
Got it.
forward.
Yeah, he did drop a pebble.
What, Greg? But okay, all right. Just I'm glad you're all right. I'm gonna have to sit down.
He squirms out.
Yeah.
Can I talk to Harvard?
Sure.
Harvard,
Yes,
are you familiar with the gate to this ward?
we are. Yes.
Do you know Bjorn?
Yes, we haven't heard from him in quite some time.
An ancient dragon named Grasso has taken residence at the gate, which has made it inaccessible, and that's why we ended up coming here this way.
Yes, we heard as such. We sent several squads there to try to relieve the dragon of his life, but they were
So you know
unsuccessful.
Bjorn is also alone then.
Yes, we do know that.
Okay.
But we only have so many bodies that we can send that way without weakening our position here.
That's understandable. We are seeking the gem in part to help relieve you of the dragon.
Well, then perhaps we are allies.
We already have one.
You do now.
From
Tork
the
just
Earth
walks
Ward.
up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought
No,
it was.
no, I'm just teasing.
This was one of the Earth Ward gems.
Very impressive. So, you seem to be who you say you are.
Yeah, the druid's on his way, and you're gonna love this. He's got a owlbear.
I'm not sure if I should be offended by that. He has a bird as a pet.
Oh no, he's
A
our friend.
companion.
Okay.
He talks.
Yeah, everyone
So do
but
I.
me.
You doing anything else on the way over?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna put Greg down so he can just like walk his little baby.
He rolls.
form,
He
whatever,
rolls.
rolls around. Ike, how are you feeling, buddy?
I'm alive.
I know. But how many hit points did you get back from that short rest?
I'm alright.
What are hit points?
On the deal,
It's
big guy.
kind of how I like see the world and hit points. It's a great thing.
Yes.
It's like a big mathematics kind of thing. I don't know.
There's the code.
I feel pretty full right now.
JW was a math nerd in school.
Well, you know. Yeah. All right, well, I'm glad you're doing well. See, it wasn't so bad, right? It was an easy drop. Yeah?
It was fucking terrible.
You had your eyes closed most of the time, but it was
I peeked.
you did. I saw it. I didn't want to say anything. I saw the string, but I wanted you to But it's fine. It happens to everyone. I almost. Don't tell anyone. I'm lying. But
I know you're lying.
I didn't say it out loud.
I still know.
I'm glad you're here, friend.
Let's go.
So we have a new friend here with us. I'm gonna pick up the rolling rock and put it on Ika's back.
What the fuck is that?
It's an earth elemental. Remember? Greg from the world of Earth. He hitched a ride with us, it seems.
Just keeps getting better and better. Let's go.
Ika, friends are always good.
He just kind of like spins in.
Oh, he likes you, Ika.
I can't eat him.
No, you can't.
He's stone.
Rock candy. You're not there.
Break your
So you
beak
take
on
some time and you eventually do see the grove or the orchard of cherry blossom lookalikes.
Sepulchre.
And you do,
This is
Arboretum.
beautiful.
as you walk into the path, you do see two the eagle forms of creatures look to be flying around, circling the.
I'll wave at them.
No response.
Oh, hello, friend.
And as you walk down the path, you do see the four of your friends standing there, and there are three Arakulkras standing there as well, which are like eagle people.
Cool. I missed that part. Dope. Cool.
They kind of look
I
like this.
was doing stuff on my app.
Cute.
Wow. Hi.
You must be the druid then, huh? Since
Yes.
he's the owlbear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes. Hello.
And this owlbear is your pet?
No, he's my friend. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Jadobi.
Harvo. Nice to meet you.
Horrible. Alright, jot that down real quick. Horrible.
So you were here to see Matara, I suppose.
Yes, yes I am. Are you one of her guard here?
We are the protectors of this land, yes.
What are you called?
We don't have a name.
I like it, cool. Just go with the flow. Cool.
We're just
nice.
protectors.
Just protectors.
Yes.
What are your friends' names?
We need not worry about that right now. We need to get back to our posts. He does one of these and they fly over.
It's really nice to meet you. I've never met you before.
See? And
Hey, just
then they
flew
die.
away. I was waiting.
But
What?
follow the path to where you get to the pond of patience.
I like the sound of that.
And the keeper there will take you to the city.
The pond of patience and the keeper.
Can't she have a gym?
His name is Nortal. Please be patient.
I'm all about
When he
patience.
flies away.
Wait, are we supposed to? Okay.
He said Naruto?
Nortal.
Naruto.
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 I see where this is going.
Nortal is his name.
That's so exciting.
Thanks
Thanks
for your help.
Sure you didn't want to name him Yertle?
Do they look
The
like
turtle?
druid Akokra? Or just Akokra that were like warriors?
They look more warrior-like, but they all do have druid features.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
Nice.
Tight.
Oh, man.
I love this place already.
Yes.
Just
I'm
don't
sure
touch
you
the
do.
crystals.
Why not?
That's what got their attention.
I touched the crystal.
So you walk 15 feet into the actual forest to go touch a crystal.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I
Yeah,
put
just
my
Walks
hands
right up
up
and
again.
hey!
The second that you start walking, you make about 5 feet in. Haruvu comes back. We told your friends, and this is your one chance. Don't touch the fucking crystals, please.
Why? And why does your accent get red all of a sudden?
Because I'm a little irritated at the moment. We just told them not to touch it.
Well, what are they?
They are crystals that fuel the life and the magic of this land. They are not for touching
What are they called?
or taking.
Crystals?
Talk, if you can give us a moment, thank you.
Oh,
Do
right.
these crystals have a name?
They do not.
Harvey
They are all descendants of Rosari crystals.
Float. Your ship has. Alright, I understand.
You have an airship?
Yeah, it's not his, it's back on our plane. But
You're one of those who pollute the air with machinery.
Well, it's actually
It
not.
only floats because of the crystals.
Yeah, it floats because of the crystals. It doesn't give off smoke or any kind of pollution.
To be fair, it's not our ship either. We
And
just
it rides
got a
on the
ride
wind.
on it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive.
And I
Please
fly just like by myself.
tread lightly. And he flies away again.
Fuck our world.
Farland starts to tiptoe down the path.
Through the tulips.
I'll yell up. If we need you, I'll just call you by touching a crystal. Just if I have any more questions. Bye.
Well, that won't annoy him.
Perhaps
He's a nice guy.
turning yourself into some sort of flying creature and going up to talk to them would irritate them less.
I feel like anything would irritate them. Actually,
Distracted.
guardians are kind of like that. But okay. I start following Farland down the path.
Okay.
Do I see any
Are you still tiptoeing?
cool creatures?
Perception check.
He said tread lightly.
Perception check. Here we go. Spirits of Day, help me see. Ooh, thanks. All right.
I don't think it was a good roll, guys.
Ooh, oh my! Think of Phil Silvers for a second there.
29 total perception.
29 total. You do see a lot of familiar creatures, the squirrels and birds and all sorts of wildlife that is very, very familiar to a normal forest of sorts. However, all of these have very vibrant colors. They're not the browns and grays. They are like pink squirrels or purple, blue jays and whatever. Like they're just they're just random colors.
And this is even different from Donaldale, yeah? Or is it like similar?
It's very similar actually.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. They have that magical essence to them.
It's almost like I'm back on Donaldale. It's very similar.
I know what you mean. It definitely reminds me of home.
Remember that mushroom tea we had months ago?
Yes.
That's what it reminds me of.
I see, yeah. No,
Can everyone make a perception check?
14.
14.
18.
18.
15.
15.
20 total.
20 total.
21 for me. For Ica, his perception is a +5. So that's going to be an 11 for Ica.
Okay. You get to a point where the cherry blossom trees kind of open up, and there's like a cove of sorts where it's about 60 feet or so to another cherry blossom forest, and it keeps going. To the left, you do see what looks to be mountains that kind of just go up, and then to the right, you see a small hut with a small dock that goes onto a pond of sorts on your left-hand side.
This is the pond.
I'm guessing, yeah, it looks to be.
Bond of patience.
Do I see anyone? Do I see a person?
No, with those checks, you don't see a person at all. You see the hut, you see the dock, you see several like large rocks that are like right in the water initially, but nothing that's moving or life.
I'm going to get out.
20%.
I'm gonna get out the warden staff. I'm gonna start making my way forward. And as I'm doing that, is there sun
What are you,
here,
skeptic?
or is it like just completely like the lights coming from everywhere?
There is a light source, but the sky when you look up, it's like imagine a really sunny day, but there's cloud cover, so it's like it's too bright to look up. But you do see there's what looks to be a sun or a light source. It's just very skewed with cloud cover.
Yeah. And at this point, I have run and done a cannonball into the pond.
Cool. Dexterity save.
While he's doing that, I very respectfully walked
That
up
was a
to
one.
the hut and knocked on the door.
Technically, I'm supposed to have advantage on dex rolls, but I just want to keep the
Can I
one.
do that though?
You know what this reminds me of, right? Session 1,
I mean,
when you tried to save
should
ship.
have described yourself doing that.
Jumping off the ship. So you watch as Barakabu runs down. He goes to leap. The last
on the end of
the last board isn't nailed properly and kind of gives way, which causes one of those things. So he goes to do like a cannonball, but kind of does a backflop. Giant splash. Tremendous pain. You take 2 points of bludgeoning if you can take.
I was hoping it would be a frozen pond.
No, it's a legit pond. Technically, that's fall damage, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Just hits it and starts sliding away.
When he lands,
And then it breaks
I
in the
bring up like a
center.
sign that says 7. Nice.
Where'd you get that sign from? Did you just have that?
So you go to knock on the shack, and you see.
As he knocks,
Yes.
as he's about to do it, I just go, may
I did it already.
But as you go to knock, there is no door. It is just like an open shack. You kind of just instinctually turn around just to go knock on what you would assume be a door, but it is just like a hut, completely open on one side. You see a lot of fish bones hanging from the some sort of rack. There are some fish that are raw fish that look to be like they haven't been skinned yet, just kind of hanging there as well. And a couple of sticks and what looks to be some tools and such, but no living creature there.
Well, no one appears to be home. I guess we'll have to wait for them. Patience and such.
Yeah. Not in a rush. Just chill. Just be cool. Be cool.
I'm
Yes.
uneasy about being in a place I've never been.
We've had too much patience.
When I look at the bones, do I know if this symbolizes anything or like it's for like protection purposes or da-da-da-da?
No, it just looks like lunch.
Okay.
Yeah, and they do look like they're dripping, so like it's fresh.
Okay. I am going to walk to the dock, the end of the dock.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna sit cross-legged
Okay.
and just chill.
Watch
So
the
you're at the end of the dock. You're lap swimming or
Watching the tide
Oh, no,
roll
I-
away.
Started to walk and catch up to Farland,
okay.
but I'm just very wet. And
I'm gonna
So
meditate.
Jadobi's just
Okay.
sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Sitting on the dock of the
What's everybody else doing?
Waiting because the dude is gone. Yeah.
I pull out a paper of a bird and write "You suck," and then send it to
Someone
Veronica.
As you begin to walk across the water to get back to the group, a little paper bird hits you in the face.
just says, "You suck."
oh, you suck too.
Must be a family thing.
As you do that, you everyone except for Jadobi, because you're at the end of the dock, you notice that one of the rocks shifts a little bit.
I figured it was that.
I don't see it, right?
No, you don't see it.
I didn't see either, did I?
No, the four of you and Ika probably not paying attention, but the four of you saw one of the big boulders that was next to the dock actually shift a little bit.
Oh, see that? See that?
I saw it. I wonder if this is another one of those rock creatures that we saw in the Earth Ward.
Is Grek around? Where is he?
Yes, where is that little fucker?
He's on Mike's back.
Yeah, he's sleeping in Ika's back.
Oh.
He probably just looks like a rock on Mike's back, but
How was he holding on to Ika?
Are we gonna do anything about that moving around?
Yes, I'm going to jump in the water next to it.
They're
Okay.
already in the water. Okay.
Do deck save
Oh,
just
he
for
got
fun.
out. So we could do
Got
that.
out so he can jump.
Hey,
in.
why not? That's what ponds are for, right?
15.
15. You jump back into the water, and you watch as the rock, the what looks to be a rock, jumps up, and you see what looks to be a turtle, a very old turtle with a spear. Hey! You let him go! Damn you! I had another fish.
what happened?
Oh!
You'd hear that. You heard like a commotion. Barack did a cannonball right in front of a turtle fishing.
Do I see any fish?
A perception check.
A humanoid turtle?
Aha!
Turtle.
24.
Like actual beast, not a humanoid
a
turtle.
creature, a turtle.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
Like
24.
Master.
24. Yeah, you
From
see
Kung Fu.
one.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the fish.
Okay.
I love that.
You can stay around as much as you want. Thank you. He just starts eating his fish, and he slowly walks back to
Nortle.
Yes?
Nordle the turtle.
Nordle the
Hi.
turtle.
I'm Jadobi. I'm here to speak with you.
I don't know a Jadobi.
I was told to come here to speak to you by RoU.
Huh?
Yes.
Sit.
I'll start walking to him.
Oh, he's way too fast.
He is.
Yes.
He is.
Um,
Yes.
So, what am I supposed to do with you and your very vibrant friends?
He says that. Have I ever seen a turtle man before?
Probably not.
Okay,
But you can do a
so
history
I
check.
would be kind of like.
You know of them.
Yeah. I'll be really excited to meet them. It's very great to meet you. Your pond is wonderful and
You need to calm down, sir.
Yeah,
Very-
patience, Jadobi.
Too much.
yeah.
But it's nice to meet you as well. So, where to? You
Well,
coming to fish with
He's
me?
not in any kind of hurry.
Well,
I would fish with you.
Nortle, we seek a gem of power.
Why are you talking so slow?
I thought that's what you wanted of us.
We're actually here to speak to Matara.
Oh, Matara.
Yes.
We go way back. She reminds me of...
Norfolk?
yes.
Norfolk.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
We were speaking of Matara.
Yes, Matara.
Yes. And you said you go way back.
Do you wish to go meet her?
Well, yes. But I wanted to ask you, like, what do you know about her since we go way back, just so I can kind of prep myself.
Well, she's fair, and she's kind, but she's also ferocious at times. She's close to the end of her life, I would say, but so am I. If matter speaking, words, yes.
Okay. Fair, kind.
But you were in the outreach temple of Ganu. Welcome.
Outreach Temple of Ganu.
But if I can take you to the real temple if you'd like, it's just up that way.
It's called the Outreach Temple of Ganu?
Okay.
What is this, like a rehab center?
So
Is
It helps
crystals
low-income
everywhere?
families.
is the
It's just like turtles are
is the
I'm
temple
normally fast, man.
is the temple of Ganu in the city or
In Ania, yes.
Ania?
Ania, yes.
Ania is the city.
Yes. And that's also the island. It is one and the same.
Okay. So DM, he says he could take us to speak to Matara in the
Yes.
city of Ganu, in the city of Ina, the temple of Ganu.
No Gnu's is good Gnu.
The temple of Ganu is in the city of Ina,
Okay.
which is also in the Isle of Ina.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
And DM, just to be sure, did he give us another thing? Like besides that, he can take us somewhere else?
Now he was just describing his little hut as like an outreach temple.
Would you let me take you? I'll take you.
What time is it? Like, how long has it been since we worked?
Hour and a half, maybe. I don't have all day. If you'd like an escort, I can take you right now. Lickety split.
Lickety split.
Yes.
Said the turtle.
It's only about 2,000 steps or so.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's go.
let's go.
All right. So he turns and he starts to walk extremely slow to the other way towards the mountains.
I will patiently walk very slowly right beside him.
Okay. Not too fast, young one.
No.
One step at a
One
time.
step at a time.
So over the course of
Does sound like a rehab.
maybe 2 hours, he does take you towards the mountain. Once he gets to the mountain, he kind of waves his hand for a second, and you see stairs appear that do go all the way to the top of what looks to be the mountain. You can see a very faint image of a city of sorts. And he does go one step at a
As
time,
we're talking,
very
as
slowly.
we're walking, I'll be talking to him.
Sure.
So, Nortle,
Climb
Yes.
on Ike's back and just sleep.
is Matara and a turtle like you?
Oh, heavens no. That would be nice, though.
May I ask what? Is she Elven?
No.
What is she?
You're asking what she is?
Yes. I'm just trying to get a
The druids of this land are all Arakulkris.
My mouth just drops. I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it did.
It literally did.
It literally
Wow.
did.
Would it not
Okay.
better exemplify patience to see what she is than ask beforehand?
Yeah, the blue one understands.
Possibly, but I'm a talker.
Yes,
All right.
Also,
Yes,
what
you
difference does
are.
it make?
one step at a time.
Oh,
Yep, one step.
One step at a time.
Yes.
That's right.
It's a long way.
Uh,
Going down is much more fun.
is all of Dinya druid, or is it a mixed community?
Oh, it's a mixed community, yes. The people who run the show are all druids, though.
Run the show.
Yes. Manage the day-to-day.
All right.
Right.
Protect the land. Deal with the bullshit.
There's lots of that going around. All right. Well, I'm excited to meet her, to see Inya. And I just walk in.
Has anyone here played I Spy?
I'm just walking.
It's been a while.
I like that joke. Mhm.
I've played that game before. You wanna play?
Can I have perception? 18.
18. What are you trying to spy? Just look at stuff?
Looking at stuff at the distance of
It's
5
The
feet.
the further up you get of the up the staircase, you do see a lot of similar small wildlife, and the further up you get, the more mutated they get. So some of the birds have 4 wings, and some of the squirrels have 6 legs or 2 tails. Like they are just much more wild.
Snakes with wings?
How
Like a
far have we
skexy.
gone height-wise up the steps?
Great question. Wow. I don't know what the elevation is, if that's what you're asking, but you've hiked about half.
Well, just because I remember at about 40 feet is when the winds started to get really.
You have not noticed any shift in the winds while being on this staircase.
That's all I wanted to know.
I spy with my little eye something red.
Something red. Let's see
Is it-
what I see.
Is it the
Perception
gems
check.
on Torque's gauntlets?
You're so good at this game.
And I won't. I didn't even get a chance to.
Those are more amber, but yes, those are red too.
9. Perception check.
I spy with my eye a whole bunch of the same thing.
Oh, this is a good one.
Clouds.
Rock. Steps.
Steps.
I spy
I'm tired
something
of walking
blue.
them.
You spy some. The sky.
No.
You're looking in a mirror.
No.
Your buttocks.
I'm feeling.
Your pants are on, right?
I'm feeling particularly strong right now, Torque. If you'd like a piggyback ride.
Are you?
I'd like to see that.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, Torque. Do it, Torque.
Would you like me to roll a strength check?
I'm not climbing on his back.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah, I'm not climbing on his back.
He's like, stands there.
Well, I guess it
I
would be a
am
check or a
okay,
save.
thank you.
What are you trying to do?
Not,
Give him a
we,
big-
there is nothing to talk about here. We
All right.
continue on, please.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump in.
You try and you feel like a kink in your back.
You're crushed.
And that's a picture wrap on old Farland.
So,
Your back snaps and you fall to the
I have a retro
And
question.
get caught by the wind. And just-
So, to the DM. I know that he was the rock. Like, it was his shell that was like the rock that moved and they found out. But you said the rock was
He was
huge.
the rock.
So is he that kind of giant, or is he like just?
No, I mean,
himself?
like the shell of his. Like imagine like his shell is huge. It's a big shell, so it's like a big boulder that was in the ground.
But he's not like a giant.
No, he's medium sized, just like the rest of you.
My name
Imagine
is Dwayne
Ninja Turtle
Johnson.
size shell.
Hmm.
I am the rock.
So, as you guys continue to climb these steps, we'll go ahead and take our break. We have 2 more follows before we do the big giveaway, so make sure you spread the word. We will be back in 10 minutes or so.
Nerds.
short.
And we're back.
Here you
So
go.
while we were on the break, we did hit 650. We actually hit 660 followers. So thank you all for pushing that and getting those followers out. We're gonna go ahead and start the giveaway for this Fire Giant Mini. Go ahead, exclamation point raffle to enter in that. This is a little bit longer giveaway, 6-minute giveaway. So you have time, but enter exclamation point raffle to enter in the giveaway and exclamation point claim to claim it if you are the winner.
Yeah, don't forget, you gotta do the claim.
Chidobi.
I just want to give a shout out to my boys over at Lads on Instagram that sent me this shirt from Death Saves. Ayo. I just won this last week. I was their
pretty
last
cool.
winner for their like
No,
big
it's
D&D
the LA
raffle.
what?
Lads, LA Society of D&D.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be Lazd? Okay, never mind.
LA. But yeah, they
Oh, D&D Society?
Don't make fun of the
Okay.
lads.
yeah, they're with the Death Saves crew, and yeah,
Mr.
I got
Manganello.
so much stuff from them that
That's
I can't
awesome.
wait to share
That's
with
awesome.
you guys to see.
Hashtag
But,
Manganello.
Love those guys.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. All right, guys, we are 33% to our goal for partner. That's pretty fucking awesome.
Wow.
Just straight up. We're 3 weeks
Yeah,
in,
super cool.
662 followers. Awesome. So, last we left, so you are finished climbing and scaling this mountain of steps. You see a Nordal brings you up to the gate, and the gate opens up. You enter the city. What would you guys like to do?
What does this gate look like?
It is a large reddish gate that does open up.
What does the city look like?
The city is very beautiful. So you do see a lot of those trees,
I see
the
it all.
cherry blossom trees that are walking around. And Nordal just says, go on, youngins. Explore, have fun, that sort of thing. I'm gonna go head back down, but I'll see you
2
later.
hours before you get back.
Okay.
And he goes to turn around and he goes onto the steps and you watch him kind of like get into his shell and you watch him rolling down the hill. And then he disappears.
Nice. That man knows how to have fun.
Yes, he does.
I appreciate it.
That's the fastest he's ever moved.
Oh, so pretty.
We haven't even bought the map yet, yet.
I'm just getting ahead of myself. So, what would you guys like to do?
Totally zeal.
Everyone here is a Kukra, yeah? Like everyone is bird
No,
here.
no. Yeah, you walk around the city and you don't even see any Akulkra. No.
Oh, because that's what old boy told us.
He said that the druids, the people who run the land, are Akulkras, but not everybody who's in the
Arakokra?
They're Akulkras, yes. They're Akulkras.
What kind of culture do I see here?
I mean, it's mixed. It's very vibrant. All the colors you do see of the buildings and the trees and the vegetation, everything is very reds, very pinks and purples, and very just vibrant. Everyone looks to be very uplifted, and the atmosphere in the area around is very uplifting. A lot of people are laughing and having fun, and there's lots of just uplifting atmosphere everywhere. But it is a very mixed mixed bag of races. You see almost every race, every common race, walking around, doing their thing.
This is relaxing. This is nice.
Is there a jeweler anywhere that might be using these stones to make pretty jewelry out of it?
I wonder what the ale tastes like here.
You can do a perception check if you want.
A lot of foam.
I love it.
I love it.
16.
16. At quick
Well,
glance,
that's a glass
I mean,
of
near the front gate, you do see something called Swiftfoot's Emporium, which looks to be a very large general store of sorts.
I'll go with you.
Alright,
Would you know?
sure.
I'm keeping an eye on Ica too, so he's like walking with us.
Okay. Yeah, he seems pretty tame at the moment.
Till we see something to eat.
Me and Denali are gonna go check out this gym so she has her eye on. Anyone want to join?
If it's all the same with you, Jidobi, I'd like to walk around town, take in the city.
Yeah, of course. Go for it.
I'll come along.
Tor, can I have some money? Money, please.
How much are you giving her? How much do you want?
500 gold. Well, I mean, it's
I
it's
also
everybody's
killed
money.
dragon,
Remember?
Okay, yeah.
Fallen, if anyone tries to jump you because you're alone, you let them know you're with me.
Your hands are cold.
It's freezing in here to me, and my hands are ice, and I shouldn't wear my
Man, I wish I could just have you put it on my temples.
Back of my neck.
So Torque and Farland are just gonna roam and
We're
wander
just
with
wandering
Ica,
forward.
and then the three of you are gonna go in the store.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
we look up and we see this beautiful tavern in the distance.
You do actually.
Yeah,
Perception
straight
checks
ahead,
for you
as a matter
guys.
of fact.
Yeah. You like the little table? I super love the table. That's a new feature for Incarnate, so that's what
That's
we did
great.
on Monday.
Nice.
What?
So there's a table.
legend.
A legend,
Oh.
yeah. So the colored buildings and stuff, I actually made a legend.
So
Oh.
one of these is
Isn't
that
it so fun?
Swiftfoot's Emporium. I think that.
Yeah.
And then there's the Wailing Arrow, the Storm Forge, and then of course the tavern or inn.
What was your perception checks?
25.
25. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
It's very large. It's the only 3-story building. Like everything is most of the buildings are all like 1 story. There's one building other than like the big giant keep or whatever that is. There's a building at the end of the main thoroughfare is 3 stories, and it is the tavern.
Do I see a butcher shop anywhere nearby?
With that perception check, I mean, there's some like what you call it, like not shops, but they're like markets, right? So they have like tents and like someone pulls a cart up and just parks it there.
It's
and
a
they sell
farmer's
it.
market.
Yeah.
All right. On the way to the tavern, I'm going to just buy like a slab of meat for Ica to eat outside the tavern because I doubt they would let an owlbear in.
And Ica's
Okay.
with us, right?
I mean, he said
Yeah.
Ica was with him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ica
Ica was
would-
following them.
Unless you would like Ica to be with you.
Okay.
Ica knows my
So you're
deal.
getting some meat for him.
Yes.
Okay.
So me and
Oh, yeah.
Nami are just gonna walk in.
And
The look-see. I'm looking for
And
jewelry. Do I see any on display?
Jewelry.
I'm
Perception
looking,
check.
I'm looking with her.
1 second.
I mean, there's gotta be. They're growing on trees.
15.
25.
So as you walk in, sorry, just doing some mod stuff. As you guys walk in, you see several patrons in there. People are looking around at a lot of the items. It is a very, 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 what's the word? It's very full. It's a very full general store. So you do see a lot of general items. You do see gems and necklaces and some weapons and some armor, but basics on that. But you see a lot of normal supplies and camping and whatever. Pretty much anything that you think that you would need would probably be here. Behind the counter, you do see a halfling man, some long chops and kind of messy brownish hair.
Did we catch the name of this shop?
There was a sign on the outside that said Swiftfoot's Emporium.
Swiftfoot's Emporium.
Swift feet.
They give you extra speed shoes.
You want to talk to the man?
I'm looking around. Anything purple?
There are lots of things that are in the purples and pinks because the area that you're in.
Grows on trees.
With my 25 perception, do I see like any specific gems that I can kind of point out?
I mean, there was a lot of like necklaces and rings and circlets and stuff behind the counter
These
up on
are
the
nice.
shelf.
These are nice over there.
Oh, hello. New people. Yes. Oh, very, very nice. Yes.
Nice.
Welcome.
Thank you. Very
Name-
nice chops. I like those.
Thank you. I've been working on them for a while. Yes. Name is Alton Swiftfoot. What can I do for you?
How much for that purple gemmed ear cup there?
Call it 50 silver.
What?
I'll take 2.
All right, here we go. 50 silver. Or 1 gold, excuse me. Thank you. There we go. Are you all looking for anything specific?
I'm not really right now. My friend just wanted to.
Do you have diamond dust?
I believe we do, yes.
And holy water?
Maybe. I'd have to look for that. Anything else while I'm in the back?
Nothing for me.
Okay.
Just enjoying the.
And you're new in town, right?
Yes, we just arrived.
All right.
Yes.
They have pastry?
Do you know your way around the island?
No, we don't. You know, do you have maps? Do you have maps here?
Perhaps, yes. I can go check in the back. Yes.
Can I get one of the city and just one of?
Yeah, I definitely have one of the city. I'm not sure. I might have one of the isles. Yes, but I can see what I can dig up.
Thank you.
Anything else while I'm down there?
Not for me. I don't think.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Rockaway, you rarely need anything but
The pasties, though.
Don't tell him to get pasties to not eat.
Alton?
Yes, sir.
Nothing.
I don't know if I have anything for that irritation you have now. The bowels. Yes, you did the leg lift.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I farted.
Yes. Please don't scare away my customers, but I'll be right back. And you hear like he opens up the back room door, and he goes down the steps, and he yells out. You know, you don't hear who he yells out, but you hear like the echo. It sounds like it goes on forever, and you hear like the steps, and like it sounds like he's going down into some giant back room of some sort. And while he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
We just procured the meat, I guess, and we're heading still towards the what we think is the end. We're seeing lots of activity.
Sure. And as we get to the entrance, I say to Aika,
Yes.
this is for you. Please eat it out here so we don't frighten any of the patrons inside.
That and don't eat their animals. I know.
Side eye from Owlbear.
What did he say?
Oh, he said I know.
We'll go with that.
I didn't hear him.
And Ika goes back towards where the stables are with Greg on his back still and sits down and eats.
Best buddies.
I love it so much.
As you enter into the space, it is a very, very large establishment, similar to some other places you've been to before, where there's balconies to the multiple levels, where all the the living quarters are upstairs, and it's a very big, lively tavern. Dozens and dozens of patrons. Everyone seems to be having a good time. What are you guys doing?
Walking up to the bar,
Okay.
speaking to.
Who do I see behind the bar?
So as you look at behind the bar, you do see a male elf, 30s, blonde hair. It's very neat. His clothes are very noble, very clean. Yes, what can I do for you?
Nice to see a familiar face.
Somewhat.
2 ales, please.
All right. 1 gold, please.
Might you have rooms here?
We do. I'll run you about 50 silver a night per room.
We'll need 5.
5. All right.
So that'd be 2.5 gold per night then?
Sure. How long are you staying?
We don't know yet.
Well, have all the answers, don't you?
Here's 3 gold.
Okay, thank you. There are your keys. I'll get your ale. He turns around a minute or so, comes back. He comes back with very, very clean tankards. The ale is like, the head is like perfect on each side.
He's got one of those scraping sticks.
There you go. Please find yourself a seat. Do not make a ruckus or a mess. Thank you for your patronage. And he turns and he goes to another.
I grab my tankard and look
Immediately
for...
sit down on a chair that just snaps underneath my weight. I'm just kidding.
Deck save.
Sorry.
But I look for a place to sit down. And,
Okay. So you guys sit down, you get comfortable. We'll go back to the shop. 5 or 10 minutes or so go by, and Alton comes back. He has you wanted what, 500 gold worth of diamond dust or so, or how much did you want? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'll just do
No, actually, you
200.
have 499.
Okay. So he brings 200 gold of diamond dust. Or the maps. He does bring up 2 maps for you. Maybe. Hey, be a gold or so. Yeah, it's all right.
Thank you. Here you go.
Thank you.
Can
What
I grab that?
what else were you asking for? I forgot already.
Holy water.
Holy water. Yes, we do have. I have about 3 gold worth of holy water. I'm not sure how much you were looking for.
3 vials, if you have it.
Oh, well, the 3 gold gets you 7 vials, so.
I'll take that.
All right, here we go. Anything else already?
No, that's fine for me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And for you, sir?
Oh, nothing. I'm not really big on material possessions.
That's fair. Would you like a shirt?
And here
Diaper,
you,
perhaps.
No.
and here you thought you were going to be the
Very
one
well.
Yeah.
Good day.
Rockaboo, I know that we're in the ward of air, but you don't have to pass it every few seconds. You can hold it in, or walk outside, maybe. This is a suggestion. And I walk. Let's see. I am going to make a stop at the next place, which is the Wailing Arrow.
Okay. So on your way over there, oh my knee. You walk, very familiar mentality with all the people walking around. Everyone looks like they're enjoying life. Everyone looks happy. It's very crowded streets. Like there's a lot of, thoroughfares. It's just very full of people. You take some time and you get to the Wailing Arrow. You walk into the place and there is a lot of hides, a lot of leathers, pretty much anything that a hunter would use is in there. You do see scale armor, you see hide armor, leather armor, bows, arrows, and that sort of thing inside of the space. And behind the counter, you do see a male blue dragonborn working behind the counter.
Alright, male blue. I like seeing new things. What can I say?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Dragonborn.
You can say I like seeing it.
I also play.
Hello there.
Well, hello.
Hi, this is a very nice place you have here. Very nice shop.
Thank you very much.
Do you sell arrows here?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna take a look. We just got into town. I just wanted to take a look around. I might need some things.
Sure. I like your color.
I like your color.
Very well.
I like both your colors.
What's your name?
My name is Maxith Weiskandor. My friends call me Mox.
That works.
It's much easier.
Why?
And easier on the DM too.
What was the last name he said? Why
And the narrator.
Weistengur. Gur.
This was called Wailing Arrow. What was it again?
Yeah.
Right. I'll just like look around. Really, I don't really have anything to say. Well, actually, I have one thing. So Moxie.
Mox is fine.
How do the air flow work here? Because a friend of mine went up. She did actually. She almost got blown away by the air tunnels. But then we were coming up the mountain. We didn't kind of get anything.
Man, there's some sort of enchantment of some sort that on the stairwell that protects you from the defenses, essentially.
Do you guys use the wind tunnels as kind of like a freeway to like the next place over?
The only ones that I know that can navigate it properly are the Arakokra.
Whoa.
Good to know.
I just figured the mountain itself was like a block of the wind.
Perhaps. I don't spend much time up there.
I apologize for him. He's been quite gassy since we arrived here.
As you said, it is the air ward.
It is the air ward, but it's weird. Well, all right then. Thank you for your time. It was great meeting you.
You as well.
I will walk out. Roll out.
All right.
I'm gonna head towards the tavern then.
Okay. What are you guys doing at the tavern?
Taverning.
This ale's pretty good.
It is. Yes. Cheers to that. This place. I've not felt this kind of inner peace for many years now. Not since I left Donadan.
I don't seem very comfortable here.
Not sure why. Who are we seeing again?
Samarta, something like that.
Matara?
Matara. That's
Yes, that was it. Good.
Why are we seeing her? What are we going to find out from her?
Don't know. Something about finding the power gems, I suppose.
Perhaps she has it and she'll give it to us and it'll be very easy like that.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It never is.
Never is.
And
Well,
so
we got everyone rooms at least. When they come, I'm assuming they'll come here.
they know we're here, so
Oh. Can you hear me?
Yep, they can hear you.
Can I just appear next to you? Yes.
What? That's a different kind of sorcery.
Oh god.
Well,
Ale,
we
please.
got rooms. Oh, he's a little testy. I'd watch it.
Who looks like a test?
I assume he has a twin then. So they can
Yes,
be
what can I
tested
do
together.
for you?
An ale, please.
Is that all?
Yes.
Very well.
Do you have ice cream?
Yes, we do.
Ooh, what flavor?
All of them?
What's your most multi-syllabic flavor?
Strawberry?
Can I have that and pistachio?
We can do my best.
I think
Do they have
pistachio has more
pistachios
syllables
here?
than strawberry.
What is a pistachio?
Very well. Alright, so he leaves and 10 minutes come by or so and he brings very, very clean, very neat 3 scoops, like perfect. And then an ale, very clean and very perfect.
Oh, sorry.
Please clean up after yourselves. Thank you. He turns and he walks away.
He doesn't know I'm lactose intolerant.
No, that's
He's
the
about to
last thing
find
we
out.
need.
It's cashew milk.
While they went to the inn,
Just
I'm
nut
going
milk.
to the Storm Forge.
Shouldn't be worse.
What's that?
While they're at the inn, I'm going to the
Worse
Storm
for
Forge.
acid.
Oh, okay.
Stone Forge.
Cashew milk is very
Stone.
nice.
It's
Were you?
worse for acid.
Have you had the cashew ice cream?
It's very good.
It's really good.
I like
They have it over in Emeryville.
So as you go to as you head into the Storm Forge, what you see is a very large female half orc with black hair pulled back, and she is hammering away on what looks to be a blade of sorts.
Female half.
Gee, I can't imagine what that would be like. The one we're trying to help, I guess.
Do I see anything on the walls?
All sorts of weapons and armor, very, very, very finely made.
We have a plan to work.
Okay. So the Wailing Arrow was an armor smith, and she's an armor smith.
The Wailing Arrow was like a hunting lodge. There was leather and scale mail stuff and hunter stuff. This is a
Arrows.
blacksmith, a proper blacksmith.
Good day.
Good day. What can I do for you?
I just got in town, and I just wanted to check out your shop, see what you had. It's very nice.
Thank you. Doesn't really look like you would use anything here, but thank you.
I've held a blade once or twice. I can
Let me see your hands.
let you see my hands.
Yes.
Show are my hands.
No, you haven't. But thank you.
I used to have a sickle. I still have a sickle.
No, I have a sickle.
You're not
But
with
she had a
me.
sickle.
Yeah, you're getting your ice cream. He went
Yeah,
to the
it's-
blacksmith.
You two are with us.
Perhaps you've held it.
Oh, actually, how about this? And I'll take out arrows and I'll forge him into an axe.
It's a fancy trick.
See? It's a blade.
You're so very fancy, tricky.
Yes.
Just
I'll put it back in there.
desperately trying to prove his manhood to the blacksmiths.
I'm Jadobi. What was your name?
Yeah, she probably towers over him, to be fair.
My name is Varksa.
Varks.
So again, I ask, is there anything I could do for you?
Yes. Where would one find Matara, would she be in the temple or
Yeah.
the castle?
She'd
Is
be in the
enclave?
Sakura Enclave, the temple of sorts, or not the temple, but the big fucking building over there.
The castle-like structure.
Yes.
Okay. Is she the leader of this city, or is
Yes.
Yeah, whatever that big.
She's
fucking
the
building is.
warden of the lands. Yes.
the warden of this land? Okay.
Yeah, she helps protect the people.
Right. Great. Awesome. Thank you for your time. It was very nice meeting you.
You as well.
You know, I think
Why don't you build up those calluses a little bit, huh?
my strength kind of lies somewhere else, but you know what?
The maids say that too.
I'm gonna see if I'm attracted to her.
Go have some tea,
I am.
and then he complains about it.
Weren't you just mentioning earlier that you have a baby at home?
I mean,
He was.
He just has one.
we're not married. We are in
Right?
this-
Yeah, no.
One
It doesn't
of
matter.
each.
We're not having
One
this
of each
conversation.
ward.
All right. When do you
Get off.
where is there to go to have fun around here?
I mean, people have fun in the streets or the taverns. Whatever.
Does the tavern have like live shows or anything, or what's the
Like music, yeah. Every night.
Oh, how often do you go?
Not really. Usually work all the time.
Oh, you should take some time off every now and then. Me and some friends will probably might be staying the night over at the end if you want to stop by and hang out and meet my friends.
I'll support him in spirit for advantage on a roll.
+4 wingman.
Yeah, just do a straight charisma check. Or
Charisma
Use the
check.
phantom
You
hat.
can do a save if you want,
Yeah.
I guess, or yeah.
Not bad. Alright, so that's gonna be
No bad.
charisma.
The pentapedal is strong.
Very.
I'm gonna 17.
So, just so I'm understanding, you're inviting me to hang out in a social setting at the Highwinds Inn to have fun.
Maybe we can talk more about, since I'm new here, we can talk about the city and how I can better navigate it, or I'll get you a drink.
Perhaps I'll see you there.
Okay.
Shall we say
Inside check.
2 clicks past the sun?
Natural 20!
She's telling the truth.
I like that. Yeah. It was like natural 20 on a bullshit check.
It all matters, man. It all matters.
Everything else is dice jail. Dice jail.
Okay. This one stays. This one stays.
All right.
This clean.
All
So
right.
you roll shitty the next time.
I'm gonna just kind of
Okay.
saunter out,
So she goes back and starts working.
and I think after I kind of like walk around and see everything, I'll go to the inn where people are.
Okay.
Walk in.
Okay. Now you walk in, you see a very lively bar. You see your friends in a corner booth, and you see a elven man behind the counter. It looks like he's been serving people.
I've sculpted my ice cream into your likeness.
How good is it? I'm looking at it.
Performance check.
12.
12. It's not bad. It's melting, but it's not bad.
It kind of looks like me in the middle of a transformation. Actually, that's pretty good.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, that was the wrong time to walk up to the table.
Yeah.
This was
Hi.
a pterodactyl.
What can I get for you? Please
what kind of
clean
food
up after yourselves.
What kind of food do you have? May I have a menu?
We have some decent food. What are you in the mood for?
Currently, I'm in the mood for like maybe something on some kind of type of flour bed, and on the middle I would like some meat, some rice, maybe some avocado, maybe some tomatoes, this and that. Probably just rolled up into like one thing that I can just kind of pick up and eat on the go.
You might be able to do that. Yes, 2 gold, please.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
I throw the bag of gold over to Torg.
About 10-15 minutes go by, and he brings what looks to be like a burrito wrap of some sort, but it's got but it has sauce, but it has sauce over the top of it. So it's like a proper burrito. where you
I was
have
gonna
to
say,
cut it with
we
a fork.
literally just witnessed Jadobi invent the burrito.
Here you go, Sam.
Thank you.
The wet burrito.
The wet burrito, yeah.
And instead of using like the knife and fork, I'm just gonna put my hands on it and just like with my cheese hands.
Which the bartender must be recoiling.
Ugh.
This is really good.
Why?
Thank you.
Why do I do this? And he turns. and
Come,
walks
Missy. What was your name?
away. Roland is my name. Please
Roland.
clean up after yourselves.
Well, isn't that what you get paid for?
No, that is not what I get paid for.
What do you get paid for?
I serve you. You clean up after yourselves.
Who would pay him? He owns the place.
I am not your mother.
You own the place.
Yes, I do.
It's very well kept.
Thank you.
Man, very
Because
smart.
everyone cleans up after themselves, yes. It's very clean.
You are very.
Yes.
Are you from
very
Donnerdale? I'm getting some Donnerdale type vibes from you.
Aren't all elves from Donnerdale?
But you're really from Donnerdale.
What was your name again?
Roland.
Roland. Roland Silverius. At your service.
Something tells me if we make a mess, the punishment will be very severious.
Nice!
He actually smirks a little bit and then turns and walks away. Tries to hide his blush, and he walks away.
I fist bump you.
God, it's so cold.
I know. It's like touching ice.
That poor orc woman.
Oh my god.
I know.
There's ways of having
Imagine
fun
when he
with
starts
it.
having tea.
It's
We just
temperature
ate the
play.
tundra.
It's a thing. It's fun. It's fun. This is a really nice place. This is a really
You
nice
know what he's
city.
in the mood for.
So, I might have a friend coming. I just met a friend here.
Little OP.
She might be stopping by to visit. There might be. I should ask Roland if there's a show playing tonight.
Well, we have rooms.
Yes, I
We have
acquired
rooms?
rooms for everyone.
Awesome, thanks. How many do we have?
There's 5 rooms.
Oh, but what about Ika?
He went around back to sleep in the stable
Yeah.
with Grick.
Farland gave him a large piece of meat.
There's a corgi mermaid.
Thanks. Thanks, Roland.
Well, I knew that Aiko probably wouldn't be welcome in an establishment like this, so I figured best to keep him pacified. I recognize that too.
Your entertainment has started.
It's kind of like very. How? No, I don't want to fast forward. Okay, cool.
So
Do I see a live band?
there is a band that is playing, and you do see the very slow, proper dancing kind of medieval
What
stuff.
passed for dancing back then?
Yes.
Boring music.
Hey, do you want to make it a party?
Yes. What do you have in mind?
Knight's Tale.
Nice. Yep. I couldn't think of the word. Yes.
Okay, so this
Same
is what I'm
page.
thinking. You hop on the table.
Burn everything inside.
No. So you hop on the table, start like half tap dancing. You're really good at that. I've seen you do it before. And I will.
Can it be?
Are we putting on a show?
I'll take out my pan flute. I'm gonna add to this kind of boring music. We're gonna give a little drill.
Are you
craft.
sure this is a wise idea?
Why not?
Something tells me Roland won't like it. He's a very severe
Better to
man.
ask for forgiveness than permission. Go!
Fuck it.
Just downs her ale and jumps on the table.
Yep. Jump on the table and I
start
try
playing.
to dance.
You tried performance check.
I
check.
start playing my pan flute like crazy. I'm druid crafting like sparkles in the air and feathers and everything.
He's like the Kenny G. Kenny G of the pan flute.
That's not
See,
the
God
right.
damn it!
Man,
I only have so many things, guys. Chill out.
it's alright. We were fine with what you were doing. It was
I was trying to find something more peppy.
yes.
What was your performance check?
17.
17. Okay.
Can we roll with advantage? Because we're kind of like helping each other?
Maybe if
No.
Farland takes his sword out,
And like play it like a guitar.
and everybody gets their
Seven.
+4.
7.
How
So
many-
you start to play your instrument. It's been a while since you've done it, but the band starts to spice up a little bit and kind of go with your flow. Denahi is up there just tap dancing away.
I'm gonna like Drillcraft and he with like. I'm doing like purple sparkles and I'm doing flowers. I'm doing everything. Shoot. I'm just gonna kind of like make it into like crazy. Yeah.
Doing minor illusions. It looks like I'm dancing
Mike
well.
can trip a spotlight.
Hey, nice. You know what? Fuck it. What's that spell I do? Fey fire. Lighten up the whole place.
Okay.
I just start backing away from the table.
Farland goes into like the stone golem.
Wow.
And I get excited seeing all this, so I go,
Stone golem.
Oh no! Are you starting a mosh pit?
Which one?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry to
So you
everybody
get
who's
big?
got ears left.
yes.
So you watch as you guys are dancing, you're starting to move around, Barakabu gets nice and large and starts...
He's fucking huge! I'll start dancing around him.
Okay.
Drillcraft.
What's going on right now?
I get overly excited and cast thaumaturgy, and all the doors and windows just swing open, and like if people are in the way, they get hit right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna, as I'm playing, I'm gonna look around. Do I see, old girl?
This music is not doing justice right now, I'm sorry.
Varksa? Do I see Varksa
Getting
around?
to that point.
After some time, yes, you do. That's my...
I was gonna say.
she walks in and hit that door.
She walks in, we were like, boom, it's on.
I stop playing. I just like kind of like. That's not. Be cool. Yeah.
And I'm
Go,
like
go.
trying to be cool, and I like try to lean against a wall, but
Dexterity save.
I'm really huge.
I just go get more ale.
4.
4. No! Oh, son of a bitch. Ale? There
As
you go.
Torque is being like all serious, I'm gonna like Drillcraft a whole bunch of flowers in his beard.
Stop it!
Festive. I'm gonna make him like
I
a
am sorry.
flower like
He is really
flower
wooing
crown.
this chick.
Flower crown. You look great.
What is
What the hell is this? Stop
going
it!
on right now?
I'll walk up to what's her name? Mark's
Her name won't matter in the morning.
Hell,
Yeah.
everybody.
Neither will it, baby.
Flower crown. Goodbye.
I-
Just saying.
As she walks in, I'm going to Drillcraft her a lei. And like put it. Welcome to the party.
Hello.
You aren't kidding. It's very fun here.
It's not how I remember it, but okay.
Let me get you a drink.
Sure.
I'll go to the drink.
What the fuck is going on with this music?
I don't know. You had something at the beginning. Just
I
like
did,
that.
and it's gone.
My
Sure.
friends are at this table. And that's my friend. That's my friend Denahi up there.
Deck save. You're still on the table?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Denahi, this is
Fantastic.
Varsa.
You have very interesting friends, yes.
Yeah, they're a fun bunch.
Looks like it.
12.
Still dancing?
I'm tired now. I'm gonna sit down.
Okay.
Immediately stop and just sit down.
This is my friend Barakabu.
Hello.
Oh, right, he's huge now.
You're very large.
Go with it. It's good.
If I remember correctly, this was big and this was small. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm tiny and on his shoulder.
He's about the size of a gnome right now.
You keep surprising me with.
Wait, a
these
gnome
new
would
things.
still be substantial size on his shoulder, by the way.
It's like a child, but still.
Yeah.
What, 4 or 5 year old?
This is my
At
good
least
friend Fallen.
Pleased to meet you.
This is
You as well.
I'm at the
Talk.
bar.
Talk!
What? More shenanigans.
Maybe. Come.
What?
This is Varxa. She owns these Stormforge. This is my friend Tork.
Now, see, he looks like someone who can wield a blade.
Oh, show your blade!
I pull out the big axe.
Very
You
fine.
would pull out the big one.
And she pulls out a big axe as well.
Nice.
It's not quite. It's the craftsmanship is very, very nice, but yours is like it's a gold dragon sling axe for God's sake. But like hers is just like a regular axe, but it's very, very sharp and the craftsmanship is very nice.
Very nice craftsmanship.
Yes, yours as well. Puts it back, grabs a drink.
Mr. Steal Your Girl over here.
I got you. I'm glad that you could make it.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
This wouldn't be my favorite.
So how would someone new to the city kind of navigate it? Why? I don't know if there's certain things in your culture that will.
I thought you bought a map.
I did, but different cultures have different ways of communicating. I don't want to, step on any
I
toes.
see what's going on.
Yes.
I have to get another ale.
Okay.
Same as any other city, I guess. Very basic.
You're basic.
So I see on the map here that there's different aisles.
Yes.
Floating. How does everyone kind of transport between them? Can everyone fly here, or is there teleportation circles or flying things?
No, people they walk, but no one really goes to those other places.
Why is that?
Why would we? The city has everything we need, unless you're a hunter.
Okay. I've never been. He's a hunter.
I've spent some time hunting. What sort of creature do they hunt here?
I mean, just normal game, I think. I mean, there's some wild things down there in the jungle, but other than that, everything's relatively tame.
I punched a dragon in the face.
Nice.
What kind of things are in the jungle? What kind of?
I've never gone there. I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
You send out a hunting party, a group of hunters.
I mean, I'm sure there are hunters out there.
Alright.
I mean, the Sakura go out often. I mean, but they're the only ones who can fly around, really.
Sakura. Oh, you got
Sakura? I mean, Aarakocra?
Yes, they're part of the Sakura Enclave.
Oh.
I see.
I already said that to the druid, and you already forgot.
Did she tell me or someone else told me?
Pretty sure it was her, wasn't it?
I thought it was somebody.
That's where the big like castle is the
Right. Yeah.
the Sakura.
Nice. Cool.
I thought he was
Good to
referring
know.
to a schoolgirl I once knew.
But yes, if you're looking for game or something adventurous or dangerous, the Misty Wilds is probably where you want to go.
Misty Wilds.
Yes, that's the jungle to the south.
Yeah, something tells me that there's a chance we might get sent there.
Why on earth would you be sent there?
Well, we're actually here so we can do a trial by Matara. I don't know what that trial is, but I feel like we might be going to a dangerous spot.
That's fair.
He's the king of druids, you see.
I kind of like clam up a little bit when she said that out loud, like, this one's a little weird. Yeah,
No one else he has at home.
Deny, thank you. Yeah. Do you know, I know you may not have traveled outside of this land, but have you ever been to either the Frost Peaks or the Willow Winds by any chance?
I mean, I went to the Willow Winds once, younger, but no, I haven't been there in some time.
Okay. Well, if you have any advice for newbies like us, I'm all ears. If you.
I mean, I don't really spend much time out there, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's alright. What's your favorite flower?
Don't really have one.
You don't have one?
No.
I'm gonna make a. I'm gonna craft a purple flower for her. See how she likes that. Maybe you might like this. No?
No thanks.
Sure.
There's enough purple and pink in this city. I'm pretty tired of it.
I'll just like.
Farland rolls
Throw
his
it at
eyes at the
the-
obviousness of that.
Alright. Well, cool. I will just continue to talk
Still
to
on
her.
Jadobi's shoulder.
Oh, am I giving you lessons right now?
I'm learning, but I had ice cream.
So yeah, I will just kind
We
of
can't go to
talk
sleep
to
yet.
her. Eventually, I'll probably ask her to dance to the music or something.
Persuasion check.
Okay.
Roland, what can you tell me about this realm?
Well, I mean, the people here live life. They come here because the material plane is full of hate and pain. They come here to start over, to just enjoy the rest of their days.
What do you know about Mutara?
She's the leader of the Arakora. Kokara.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank
we
you.
we met some of their guards on the way in.
Sure.
Is there a lot of danger here to make it necessary to have them guarding the place?
I mean, the excuse me, the Sakura.
You have a cough.
I
you
do.
should get something for that.
I do. Thank you. I should probably drink some ale or tea. You can do some tea. Do have many blends. Do you know why everyone's making this face? It's weird. Weird reaction to tea. The Sakura.
Got a taste for it.
The gods that you speak of, the Sakura do patrol the lands because there are some dangers out there, and there's been a lot of trouble in the south. But for the most part, our winds and the land protect us. But yeah,
Trouble in the south.
yes.
Can you elaborate on that?
I mean, the Misty Wilds is a very dangerous place. I mean, that's where most of the animal and livestock and such that the hunters go out to get to help feed the rest of the people here do congregate there. I mean, there's smaller creatures in the rest of the land, but they're small. So I mean, you get more for your buck if you go down there. But it's been relatively more dangerous recently than normal.
Sounds like the kind of thing someone might ask us to clean up.
And by the way, that persuasion check for dancing and all that good stuff was a 28.
Okay. She'll get up and she'll don't. It's like as you were talking to him, she just yanks you like hard and pulls you out and starts dancing.
It's okay, I like it. All right, and we're going for it. We're just dancing.
So did I fall off the table?
Oh shit! Dex save. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's a 26.
26. You do kind of like a backflip but land
Where am I now?
just on the ground next to Denai.
I'm not gonna look up.
Okay.
She's your cousin.
You're dancing. Performance check.
You just see an anus.
Oh my god!
With a tail above it.
And he's poking, so yeah.
Don't get us
It's just
banned.
like nice little butt with an anus and then a tail. above it.
It's like those
What color
pictures
is
of
the aura?
it's like those pictures of the cat butts with the tail.
Oh my god.
8.
8. She starts to lead.
It's like a magenta.
Fair.
Yeah. And she's a little taller than you. 'Cause you're like
Oh, yeah,
what?
she's
You're
tall.
like 6'3".
I'm like 5'11.
Oh yeah, you're short. That's right. Yeah, she's totally taller.
5'11 is not short, sir.
Shorter than 6'3".
It's sort of than 6'3.
Oh man.
We have derailed.
Sorry.
We have derailed.
At this point, Farland goes up to his
Good
room
ale.
to sleep. Good night, friends. I will see you all in the morning.
Yes, good night, good night.
I'll pick him up and just put him on the table.
Thanks.
Well, give him his ice cream.
Now he can swim in it.
For me, after
It's like all melted by now.
I've had like the fun and I'm relaxed and whatever, I'll invite her up to see if she wants to crash.
Have some
tonight.
tea.
Persuasion check.
Would you like to go upstairs? Get to know my
No!
druid craft.
Natural one.
It was a 19, and then it was like.
Blue balls.
I can't wait to see your terrible pickup line.
I know.
So all this dancing has gotten me really tired. Would you like to come up and rest with me? To hang. To.
I appreciate the offer, Jadobi, but I have work to do.
Yes.
Perhaps I'll see you again.
Yes, you will. And I will kiss her hand and bow to her.
Then she turns and walks away.
It was almost a 19. It was on a 19, and then it went to 1.
Them's the breaks.
Them's the breaks. After that, I'll go to bed and stuff. After I check on Ico, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Okay. A little more.
You guys are all going to sleep?
I'm still stuck on this table.
You're just sitting at the table?
That was a good party.
Gotta decide if I'm gonna jump off this table.
Or there has to be a chair nearby.
You're my rave pal from now on.
Yep. I'm gonna parkour down the table. Try to make it to my room.
Ooh,
Excuse
secret
me.
notes.
Okay, so you eventually make it to your rooms at some point. Go ahead and give yourselves the effects of a long rest. Farley, can you make wisdom save?
Sure. I can do that. 18.
18. Throughout the night, you've been listening to a lot of what Roland was just saying, the happiness and joy that the people have been experiencing and showing you since you've been here kind of just sits with you, and you have a lot of memories and visions of your wife and child, and you kind of just sit with that for a while. So you wake up a little early, like right before the sun comes up, and just sitting with those feelings. And the rest of you do wake up eventually. What would you guys like to do?
Go down for breakfast.
Okay.
Look out the window and see like the sunrise with all the cherry blossoms, like leaves falling.
Oh, it's a very, very, and it's a very like red sunrise too, so it's very beautiful. Good morning. Yes.
Ah, Jinx. You owe me free breakfast.
He just blinks at you.
I'm gonna have to use that the next time I go to a restaurant.
Yeah. Your finest breakfast, please.
Sure. Will your friends be joining you?
Probably eventually.
Fantastic.
I just seemed apropos, actually.
Somewhere, Granasso just fell down.
No.
Good. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Somewhere.
So he takes some time and he comes back with a couple platters of breakfast food: eggs, bacon, bread, potatoes.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone. It's very strange that I'm the first one down here. Very strange. I'm gonna enjoy breakfast.
I show up, sit down next to you.
Morning.
Good morning.
Roll.
Good morning. Good morning.
How'd you guys sleep?
It's gonna be a fun week. Turns and walks away.
I slept well.
I slept good. Could have been better, but no, I slept good.
Way better than the ice ward.
Ice ward. Okay.
Or the dragon lair.
Right. Yeah. Basically the same thing. So I see Denahi, I see Torque, I see Blue and Farland.
Are you guys down there?
I'm under the table.
So at about that point, Farland.
Did you not go to your room?
At about that point, Farland comes down the steps, and you'll notice something different about him. He's not wearing his armor. He's not wearing his white cloak. He's not carrying his weapons.
I see you slept very comfortably.
Yes, I did.
Your shoulders
fact-
are very wide.
Thank you. And in fact, I had a better night's sleep here than I have had since Alara and Ilariana were taken from me.
Oh.
There's something about this place. For the first time in years, I feel at peace. I think I need to stay here. I need to stay with these people. I feel like it will kindle something in me that I've lost. And I think I can help them in terms of guarding this realm, helping with their hunting parties. I feel like it's the right thing for me to do.
But I thought that Mora gave you peace.
Mora spoke to me, guided me. In fact, the last thing that she said was, follow the light. And I can only take that to mean follow the light in my heart, which has been rekindled since setting foot in this realm. And so, for the time being at least, I wish to stay here and use my powers that have been bestowed upon me by Mora to protect these people.
Well, we haven't left yet. We're just going to talk to the lady.
And
Or the person, or whoever they are.
And by all means, let's go and speak with her.
Okay.
I'm glad you found peace.
Thank you, Tanahi.
Jadobi does seem a little deflated at that. But he'll... I understand. I'm glad that this place does that for you.
I hope I find that one day.
So do I, my friend. I hope all of you find peace at some point.
I give him 5 paper birds.
Wait, what did you find? I'm confused. You said you wanted to stay here. We're going to go talk to the lady, right? What's happening?
Yes, we are.
All right then.
Will you accompany us this?
Yes,
before
I will.
Parting? Okay, I'm gonna give him a big hug first.
And as you guys are doing the hug, Roland walks up and brings some more, some juice and water. So, are you looking for work?
Yes, I wish to join the Sakura.
I mean, I'm not sure you could, but I mean, there's other work in the city. The Sakura are all Arakokra, the winged creatures of sort. But
I can
Wait,
polymorph you into
wait,
an oracle.
wait.
I can't.
but
You're leaving us.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm staying here.
this is a very big establishment, and I could always use a elven hand.
I'm gonna lean over to Farland. Do you really want to work here, though, in this tavern? You probably don't, right?
I appreciate the offer, but my skills are probably better suited for either the guard or the hunting party.
Sure, offer's always open.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, talk. I know how you feel. I know.
Okay.
But he's happy. Are we? I'm ready to go to the temple to speak to Ms. Hora if you all are.
Okay.
I'm already I've like put everything on and I'm like
Okay.
setting down the empty ale and I'm like ready to go.
So you head out of the inn and head towards the
Sakura
enclave.
thingy,
Yep.
things,
And
giant building.
as you were walking up, you do see several of the Arakokra walking up.
I'll make sure I have them with the staff.
One seems to be kind of leading the pack. You must be Jadobi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
The fellow warden of the druids. Is very nice to meet you. And very nice to be in the presence of the rest of you?
It's extremely nice to meet you too.
And she reaches her hand up.
And she's just sorry, Aarakocra?
Yes.
She
There's
is
like
as well?
there's like 6 or 7
So
Aracle
she's like Eagle Lady?
Can you tell me like what she's wearing?
I mean, she's wearing
I mean, is she hot?
light. She's wearing light light clothing. Like it's almost like a tank top, but it's made for someone who has wings. And her coloring is she's mostly brown with white feathers, very beautiful. Standing next to her is a black Aarakocra with some white feathers as well. And you see several different mixes of other eagle-like creatures behind them.
It's very nice to meet all of you. I'll look around. Torque, Barakabu, Fallen, Denahi,
Nice to meet you.
Grek. I get my little noogie.
Interesting group, of course.
We are. I am ready to be given your task
Sure.
to.
Let's head inside and have a further conversation.
Yes, I'll follow.
Okay. And they all start to walk up, and the black one he walks up. Right. Yeah. He walks up and he actually sees you. Yorick is my name. Are you the one they call Farland?
Yes, pleased to meet you, Yurik.
You as well. Roland says that you were trying to become one of the guard. Is this true?
Oh, word travels fast in
Words
this
travel
realm.
super fast.
Did a little bird tell him?
Might be like travel on the air.
Careful,
Yeah.
Boo. They may take offense to that.
Good thing he's not there.
Yes, I wish to stay in this realm and either join the guard or join the hunting party. I feel that my skills could be useful in either.
Let's see. Let's pull you. Let's go have a conversation. Do you want to say goodbye to your friends before we head out?
Thank you for that. Torque. And I reach into my side pouch and pull out.
Yeah, you guys start to walk, and you kind of pause for a second, realize that Farland is back there, and you turn around and he meets you up on the path.
So I reach in and pull out 2 greater healing potions and 1 regular. I think these will be far more useful to you all than they will for me. And I'd like to aid you on your quest.
So this is goodbye.
Not goodbye. Good journey.
Okay.
I also have something else for you as well. When you return to Tydean, and I pull out a strip of cloth that I cut from my cloak.
Okay.
Show this to Lobo. He'll know what it means. And he'll aid you in your
Okay.
quest as well. I think he'll know that the two of us are very similar. We've both experienced loss, and he'll be very loyal to you.
I'm confused by you leaving, but okay.
I understand.
It's been good to be by your side.
It has. In fact, it's been good to journey with all of you. I'm sorry that it won't continue, but one day, I'll see you all again.
Slay another dragon, maybe.
Perhaps.
Thank you for everything. For a while, you helped us stay afloat, and I appreciate it.
It was my pleasure to be of assistance to all of you.
And as his last words going out, it gets constricted because I pick him up and I go, "Oh!" I miss you too, Torque.
You leave him with a few ribs. Just a few.
Oh yeah, only 2 broken ones.
You have no gifts for us. I say jokingly. I say jokingly.
Seriously, like it could not be more to character.
And at that, I take out a small pouch of pentapedal and hand it to Jadobi.
Well played. Well played.
I was kidding, but thank
And
you.
a Cubano sandwich.
Unfortunately, Denahi and Boo, I do not have gifts for you.
Will those paper birds, if you could ever come into any trouble, here for this war, we'll come defend it for you. With you.
I will know how to reach you. Boo, never change.
My clothes?
It's okay to change your clothes, but never change who you are. It's what makes you unique.
Yeah, Shinobi does it all the time.
And with that, I wave farewell and go off with.
As you wave,
Before he turns,
Good.
I'm gonna first. My hands are cold. Sorry. I'm gonna like reach out to him, kind of like give a kind of one of our arm things, and then Elvish, I'll say to him, "Go in peace, and I'll see you again, brother."
And in Elvish, I say, in this life or the next.
and as you turn away, you feel a big bump behind you, and Aika kind of gives you like a nuzzle, and goes up to your ear and he says, "You could always understand me. You just had to listen." And you understand everything he says. And he turns and he walks away.
Before he walks, I give him a scratch behind the ear.
Okay. And with that, the five of you, or the four of you with Aika, turn and follow Matara up the path, and Yorik turns and walks, takes you towards like where the barracks are to talk about next steps for you. And you watch Farland step away for the foreseeable future. And with that, we're going to go ahead and close the show. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to catch us next week for the lore of Ukodor on Monday and the next episode of the Realms of Ukodor on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye guys. Have a good night. Thanks for watching. It was
My
fun.
feels.
That was fun. And so many feels.